哎呦，啊哈，妈的，哎，还给真的。哎，那今天要回到暴风之眼，哈基没有感啊，好嘞，来，我们回到了这个法国中部的托尔。哎，上一次说到我们家艾莲娜终于接受不了了，她要去找杰克了。那他跟孩子差点死掉，还好有人救助，所以他要回到这里面祷告一下。感谢，感谢留住我的孩子。为什么你要对我仁慈？我辜负了所有关心我的人，我辜负了杰克，辜负了弟弟。如果我一去不复返，我还会违背对父亲的誓言。你为什么对我这么好？我从来没有为自己活过，一直为其他人奋斗。或许这一次想要为自己想要的去奋斗。哦，或许我该回去重建金斯布里奇。或许杰克已经不在乎我了。我们家杰克是我养大的，怎么可能不在乎你？我家杰克特别的叫什么？专一，对，深情。这个是杰克做的。做这个的人真的很有天赋，他是杰克。对啊，这是杰克做的，因为之前看到了。
Yes, but it's been a while since I last saw him.
雅克他改名字了。
It's a shame that the master let him go. In just 1 month, he did so many things.
哦，他好厉害！我以为他才3天就走了。
The master builder said he'd fired him after just 3 days.
Did he? Well, maybe that's how he remembers it.
我们有了杰克的
The two
讯
didn't
息。
really see eye to eye, you know? To tell you the truth, everyone thinks that he feared for his own job, having someone like that around. The last thing Jack did was carve that corbel. It was the one thing the master let him do. Then when he was done, he was asked to leave.
杰克好厉害，这是他之前做的。太痛苦
It
了。
bears so much pain.
I know. Jacques worked very hard on it.
对啊，怎么变
He
成
was
雅
impatient
克了，
and
不是
had a
杰克
temper,
吗？
but you could see that he tried to overcome it. Conquering that rock was very
他
important
好
to
厉
him.
害哦，他会雕石头哎。
I understand that so well.
哇哦！
Do you happen to know where he
你
went
知道他
next?
接下来去哪里了
He
吗？
wanted to walk the pilgrim trail to
他
Santiago
去
de
了圣地
Compostela.
亚哥
The
德
Camino?
孔。
The way of St. James?
He said he
圣地
might
亚哥
find
德孔
someone
什
there
么
who
东
knew
西？
his father.
Just one more thing. How
他
was
走
he
的时
when
候
he
状
left?
态怎么样？
Never thought about that. Relieved, I guess. He seemed ready for something new.
Oh
Thank
no！
you so much for your help.
他
Think nothing of it.
他
And
肯
good
定
luck
还
on
是
your
喜欢着
travels.
艾莲娜的。
May
嘿
you，find what you are looking for.
希望你能找到你在找的人。哎呀，远方。
Isn't it odd? Just when you stop looking, you come across the most glorious of things. Like these 3 devices that one of my merchants brought back from Baghdad.
Oh no. Is it another one of your Banu
这个人
Musa
是谁呀、
toys,
安德
Rashid?
烈。
They're not toys,
Bashimu.
Admiral. They're objects of scholarly ingenuity and reflection. I will let my valued friend from the
Rashid.
north do the honors.
哦，这是杰克。
Jack,
杰
if you
克，
may.
可以吗？杰克，驴子的装置，
For
新
one,
玩具，
let me draw your attention to the magnificent songbird.
有位女士的雕像。Hello， 早安。
On second thought, why don't you save the otherwise the other
先展示另外2个。
Plan.
I agree.
听起来是另外
And
两个。
then to that wondrous donkey next to the entrance.
哦，拉许德是谁呀、
Although the most astounding thing of all stands right between them.
里面是空的，鸣鸟装置，
That statuette. Ha ha,
这是一
precisely.
个新的装
No, it's
置，
too
要
heavy.
风水，纯原创，
One thing at a time.
驴子装置。
Let us let Jack decide what to demonstrate first.
It's practically empty.
展示3个装置。哦，哦，先把这个放上去，
And now,
然后我们要加一点
No,
水，
it's too heavy.
加点水，装了水的碗。
He likes to take his time, doesn't he?
嘿，我不知道要干什么，不是要我在找，我在慢慢弄，是我真不知道要干什么。
it's so
哇哦
beautiful it will
太
make
美
you
了，
cry.
美的让人
Just
想流
listen.
泪了。听，哇哦，这是蒸汽原理。这3个是波斯裔的学者，生活在巴格达，奇妙的装置，他们是用来娱乐的，工程设计，这是蒸汽机器。
How does it work?
Maybe it's a
Steam.
miracle.
这个对不对？
Right.
嗨，
Go on, Jack. Tell them.
There's a hidden wheel
里
inside
面有
the
一个
box.
轮子，
It turns an axle that in return raises and drops a sequence of small cylinders inside. These cylinders work like fingers playing a flute.
But who is blowing into the flute?
蒸汽
Steam.
Steam?
Yes.
啊，
When I opened the
蒸汽
pipe, it gradually pushed itself into the tube.
The power of steam.
所以蒸汽引擎
Once
要出来了
I
吗
must agree, this is brilliant. Of course! It was created by a Muslim after all.
？What？
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. What else have you got, Rashid?
还有什么
Anyone
呢？
care for some tea?
Thank you, my daughter. We will have some as soon as Jack has finished our presentation.
Mind if I watch?
Of course not.
哦，看来我们杰克也有新的艳遇了。还有什么
So,
呀？
who is this man, Rashid?
Jack is a friend of the house.
这个驴子
A
玩具要怎么
brilliant
用？
man, a scholar and a talented artist. Just the other day, he explained Euclid
哎
to me.
呀，一个改变信仰基督徒，一个
What is
啊3个
that?
人，一个穆斯林，一个犹太人。
Don't let me distract.
A
不要
Greek
管
who
我。
wrote a book called The Elements of Geometry.
还是说，果然这个
The
蒸汽引
Egyptians
擎
translated it into Arabic, and now the Englishmen
屁了，
are
这
turning
蒸
it
汽引
into
擎，
Latin.
它可以用多好吃到底？
How very peculiar. I could watch.
它可以看一整天这个人摇水。巴卡巴卡西，记得是驴子装置的，应该。然后嘞，这驴子能
Now,
干什么？
watch the head.
注意头部。
Just any moment now.
嘿嘿，
There. Did you see?
他
It threw up.
他吐了一个冰块出来。
Rashid, this is disgusting.
Oh, far from it.
这吐了个冰块吗？
Would you kindly explain how it works, Jack?
You see that bowl floating on top of
哎，
the
上面
water?
有一个碗，
At the bottom of that bowl is a small hole. Through it, the bowl is slowly filled with liquid.
嘿呀，
Once it's full, it sinks, pulling a string which makes the ball drop onto a weight. This, in return, pulls the bowl up again, emptying it in the process.
Thus resetting the entire mechanism.
If you timed it perfectly, you could make it drop a
啊，
ball
这
at
是
every
定
hour.
时系统，
Turning it into a clock. How clever.
用水的
For
定
me,
时系
it's
统。
still nothing more than a puking donkey. Show us more, Rashid.
One could join those two and build a singing donkey clock. One song after every hour.
哇，好棒哦，这个想法，很聪明的点子。
That would be pretty clever.
I know, right?
这两个放在一
You
起真
could
的
be
很
the
厉
one to
害耶。
build it.
Oh, that would be unfair. It's your invention.
I would let you have it. Or we design
Ah.
it together.
这个房主的女儿看上我们家杰克了。
You still haven't shown us that statuette.
哦，还有这个雕像，
Of course. Jack, if you may.
这个雕像是干什么的呀？
Oh, you will love.
把它放在阴暗的地方，这个小桌子上就不错呀。
And now?
这个雕像能干什
Just
么？
be patient, but don't look away. It takes some time for her to...
就
To do what?
他又吓我一跳，干，又是垃圾短
Is
信
it，crying? Isn't that amazing?
冷凝。
No, it's irritating. Rashid, what is going on?
It's a
它很
mystery.
神秘。
Rashid, please. We all know that there is no such
嗨
thing
呀
as a，
它冷凝应
man-made
该是大概率的。
And this
既然
piece
是
of
阴暗
wood is
处，
very
那就是
clearly made by
空气中的
man.
水蒸气太冷了，然后凝结成了露珠，然后一点点从眼睛下面滑出来。
None of us has an explanation.
All we know for certain is that her glassy eyes shed tears when you move
哎
her
呀。
from warmth into cold.
热的地方的话，它们
Like
就
a
会保持
plant
是
at
水汽的
sunrise.
状况，但是阴暗的地方就会
Like dew.
就会降温，然后对，就是露珠，说
The
的没有
only
错，
difference
冷
is the
凝。
surface. That's all.
哎嘿，很聪明，他说的对。
She's right.
Of course, I had no intention of disturbing your conversation.
你也是很聪明呢。
But if you can find out why there's dew gathering on a plant, you may understand why that woman is so
哎，
weepy.
就是空气中的水汽哈，在一
So
天
who wants a cup of tea?
在一天很热的之后
I'll have，some.
空气中充满了水汽，
Your
然后到了
daughter is quite
晚上
something,
甚至
Rashid.
早上，
A
空气
scholar
会
in her
骤
own
降，
right.
然后水汽就会凝结在植物上面
I
形成
know.
露
I'd
珠，
rather she wasn't.
然后早上起来的时候就能
It
看
would
见
make
了。
marrying her off so much easier. Oh, I'm certain that won't stay a problem for long.
Maybe the dew originates from invisible water in the air.
杰克
Water
是
that
聪
stays
明
hidden
的
when。it's hot.
哎呀，这些水是天气热的时候就散发在空气中的。啊，
The pilgrim trails across
我就想
France
这种
converged
发一
at
个
Osterbat in the
这种
foothills of the
讯息
Pyrenees.
说嗨，然后不说你
There,
是
the
谁，你
group
要
of
做什么你就
20 or
嗨
so
嗨
pilgrims
咩
who'd been
嗨。
traveling alongside me since I'd left
Wow.
Tours swelled to about
好，
70.
集结了一个朝圣队
Some
伍，
were
然后人越
prosperous
来越多了。
citizens,
所有
some
的市
probably
民、
on the
逃
run
犯、
from
酒鬼、
justice, a few
修道
drunks,
士、
and
神职
several
人员，
monks
好
and
多人。
clergymen.
哎，
Several languages were spoken, including
他们
Flemish,
说
a
了不
German
同的
tongue,
语言
and a southern French
哦，
language
好厉
called
害。
Oc. Nevertheless, there was no lack of communication among them, and as we crossed the Pyrenees, they sang, played games, told stories, and in several cases had love affairs, while
啊，
my baby and I kept mostly to ourselves.
Ganz schön frech, die mit ihrem
哦，
Kind.
完全看不懂这个什么语言。哦，
Hush now.
他们在朝圣的路上，他去见杰克。正好杰克先道个歉，不好意思，还是有点吵。
I'm sorry. He has to cry himself out before he'll fall asleep.
先道个歉，姑且。
It will give you a strong voice one day, won't it? Do you have children?
哦，哼哼曲子。哇，莲娜好不容易一个人，哎，我们
Richtig dreist.
他们应该听不懂我说的话，这才是最重要的。摇晃一下。
Kann ein Mann nicht einfach mal seine Ruhe haben? Der Weg aus Babenberg war doch anstrengend genug.
宝宝不要哭了啦，摇摇，跟他们聊聊天呢。
Hat sie auch gar nichts verloren. Stimmt doch, oder?
Jetzt ist's aber gut.
How long have you been traveling to get here?
他们语言不
I
通，
met pilgrims.
语言不通啊！原来是这个。
I am sorry. We'll go for a walk.
好，我们去下游的河畔。上面的什么？
Tomorrow.
明天。Hello， 安安。
Dear
早
Lord,
安，
what are you
早餐了
doing?
吗？睡得
You
好
should
吗？
get out of the water. It's freezing.
水里太冷了，你不该在水里面。
My ring. I
这
lost my
戒指
ring.
丢了。
Dear Lord, please show mercy.
这个环境很不好，我不太想让艾莲娜下水。其实，既然这么冷的天，我帮她在陆地上找找了。艾莲娜她身体不好，不能下水了。
Come back to me. Please come back to me.
哦，有吗？有吗？有戒指吗？好像没有戒指，应该不会在水里面吧
Where are you? Where did you go?
？Oh no！ 嘿，可是没有吗？我不想让他进水里，看来一定要进水里了。哦，找到戒指了！哦，戒指找到了，一定对他很重要。我找到了，把戒指给他。
I found it.
我找到了。哦，
Yes. Oh, thank
太好
you.
了，谢
Thank
谢
you so
你，
much.
不客气
You。are a very kind woman. So very, very kind.
I'm glad I could help.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you so
你
much.
可以从水里出来了吗？水里面很冷呢。你有没有身体有没有暖和一
Are you
点？
getting warmer?
哎呀，
I am, thank you.
说说你的戒指
I
吧。
can see this ring is very precious to you.
It was a gift from my stepmother.
继母送
She
的。
thought I would stay forever, but I didn't.
你为什么要离开呢？
Why did you leave?
Oh, I thought I didn't belong.
他觉得他不属于那里。
She always said I was her
他
daughter.
总是说我
But
是
I
他
was
的
sure
女
she
儿
was，
但我
lying.
确定他在说谎。
I was so selfish and so
哎呀
stupid. Too stupid to see I really was happy.
跟我说说你的
Tell me
继
about
母
your
吧。
stepmother.
She was such a kind woman. So very, very kind.
他是个好人，真的很好。那为什么你会不幸福呢？
Maybe you really weren't happy.
I don't know. I was very young
他那时候
and
很
thought I
小，
was
觉得自己
unhappy
不幸福，
because I didn't
因为
live
没有
close to
住
the
在
sea.
海边。
But in the end,
但是大海
the
对
sea
我
did
却
not
毫
feel
无
the
感
same
觉。
about me. The cold there made me sick.
它如此冰冷
It
冷的
took
让我
away
生
my
病，
sight.
还夺走了我的双眼。你为什么不回去呢？
Why didn't you go back?
She had been so angry when I left. So angry and disappointed. She would have never
她
let
肯
me
定会想让
return.
你回去的，相信我。
Ah, that's why you went on the pilgrimage.
当时的生气只是当时的生气，现在
So
生气
that
变成了
St.
担心你
James
该回
might
家
see
了。
my devotion, and I will be united with my mother in heaven. I'm just not as kind as you. Not kind at all.
你对自己要求太
You're
严
too hard
苛
on
了。
yourself.
I don't know.
I too am trying to make amends with the one man I loved the
嘿
most.
要弥补跟最爱的男人之间的事情。而去了圣地亚哥，
You will know soon.
Not soon enough.
要4个
It's
星期
still
才
He'll
可以
be
到那
there.
边，
I'm sure.
要
I
4个
hope
星
so.
期。
I just feel that and that the only
哎
thing I can
呀，
allow
这个时间
myself
等的
still
越
to
久，他
hope
越有可
for
能
is
跟别人
not
在一
love,
起啊，尤其是他家的
but
家族那个
forgiveness.
女儿，我一看他就对我们家杰克有想法。哎呀，
Hey, hush now.
宝宝
Not
乖。
long now, and I'll.
但是他要走4周哎，4周的话，1个月的时间才能找到杰克。圣地亚哥朝圣之路 ，San Diego。San Diego。哦，
The woman's name was Alba.
他是
She
阿
came
尔
from a
巴
small，town somewhere in Catalonia.
习惯
I
了他
quickly
不
got
停
used to her
触摸他
constantly
继母
feeling
的
out
戒
for
指
her。stepmother's ring
他灰
and
蒙
the
蒙的
sad
眼中
guilt
散发
that would
出了
always
悲伤
follow.
的
I
罪恶
wasn't
感。
sure if she appreciated my
我不确定
company,
他
but
是否
I
喜
couldn't
欢
leave
在
her
我
on
身
her
旁，
own
但我不能
either.
丢下他
By。the time we reached
我们
Los
到了这地方，他
Arcos,
就不
she'd
再说
stopped
话了，
talking.
偶尔
while
会
I
说
kept
几句
on
安慰的
dropping
话，
a
让他
kind
知道我还
word
在他
here.
身边。一路上是个
Alba
伙伴
believed
啊！
herself to be of weak mind and body, and yet she walked the Camino
我
with a
期待的
strong
是爱
sense of
情，还是
purpose
只是
that
求得
willed
他的
her
原谅
onward.
才来的
But
呢？
what was there to forgive? My decision to
他要
marry
他要
Alfred
原谅
had
我
been in
什
the
么？
best interest of the people of Shiring. It was a sacrifice I had to make to
为了
stop
阻
the
止威
evil
廉不
reign
得
of
不做出
William
这样的牺
Hamley.
牲。
These questions had haunted me.
哇哦，这个牺牲有点大。
Around Lyon, the
快到
path
了，
began to gradually turn uphill.
再2周
It
就
was
到
only
圣
2
地亚
more
哥了。
weeks till we'd
宝宝的
reached
情绪不
Santiago.
错，意外是
The baby
艾
was
尔
in a
巴的
good
情绪
mood.
很好。
After Astorga, the trail
哎呀
got more difficult.
他越走越
Alba
慢了，不得
became
不频繁的
slower
休
and
息。他又不
slower,
说话
and we
了。
had to rest
他衰老
more.
的身体越来越
She
疲
became
惫，担
quiet
心
again.
自己到不了目的地，
The
但我们仍
strain
在
on her-
前行。哎呀，
The next morning,
第
she
2天早
refused to
上，他
get
拒
up.
绝起身，他的
Her
呼吸急
breathing was
浅，几
disturbingly
乎感觉
shallow,
不到
and
我
she
在摸他
hardly
的额
noticed
头
me，touching her
全身
forehead.
都疼。他说，
Everything
然后催我
hurts,
前行，
she
不用
said.
管他，陪他的。
Of course, I stayed with her.
当
I
然，我
brought
留
her
下来
food
陪
and
他，我
water
把
and
食物
sat
跟
by
水
her
递给了
side.
他，坐在他身
But
边照顾
day
他。
after day, her
但他的状
condition
况却
grew
越来越
worse.
差。他一
She
直催
kept
我
on
前行，
urging
让
me
我
to
去找
go,
杰克。
to find
他
Jack,
说修道
saying
士
the
会照
monks
顾
of
他的。
Ponferrada would take care of her.
我该怎么办？我选爱情。我该陪他还是？继续陪他。
I'd hardly known her, and most of the time she'd tried to push me away, as if she
好像她觉
considered
得自己
herself
是
a
个累赘，
nuisance
她
that
连拖
slowed
累
me
了我不值
down.
得人
And
陪
who
伴。
it wasn't until a
直
few
到她离
moments
世前
before
的
she
那一刻，
died
她才
that,
第一次对我
for
露
the
出了
first
笑容。
time,
我
she
也希望
smiled
她能
at
看到
me.
我对她的笑。
And I like to believe that she saw me. I still like to believe that here in this
我仍然
unlikely
希望在
place,
这个陌生的地方，在
dying
陌生
next to
人
a
身
near
边死去，
stranger,
她
she'd
仍
found a
能获得
moment
一
of
丝幸
serenity
福和
and
安详。
happiness.
但她未
But
能
she'd
抵
not
达
reached
圣地亚
Santiago.
哥。
When I left, that
我
thought
离开的
still
时候，这个
haunted
想
me.
法一直
To
萦绕
see
在
that a
心头。
journey could come
一
to
个人
an
的旅
end
程
so
那样戛
suddenly.
然而止，
But
但
what
即
would
使
be
到了圣
different
地亚哥
if
又
she had
怎样
reached
呢？
Santiago?
他在那发现的事情
Could
会
she
让
have
他
been
是否会让他
disappointed?
绝望、失望、绝望？到了 San Diego，San Diego， 过去，我们好像，1个月后，
After months of hard travel, the child
跟
and
宝
I
宝终于到了
finally
圣
reached
地亚哥。
Santiago de Compostela. In the evening, we
我
attended
们参
mass
加了
in
大
the
教堂
great
的弥撒，
cathedral,
然后在城
then
里漫
started
步，
to
寻
roam
找
the
我亲爱的
town
杰
looking
克。
for my dinner. It was almost dawn when finally a priest
凌
pointed
晨的
me
时
to an
候，
inn
神
close
父
by.
向我指引了附近一家旅社。连到腿筋骨了，罐子，把它放在这里。譬如，我现在啪啦啪啦的另一座大教堂，旅社老板，
Buenos dias. Do you understand me?
你能听懂我说的话吗？
Sinto choven, pero non temos camas disponibles.
No, I don't need a room. I
Oh.
was told a friend of mine stayed here some time ago. A red-haired Englishman
一
called
个红
Jack.
头发的叫杰
Do you
克，你
remember
记得
him?
他吗
Eu só che falo en galego,
？Oh
miña
my
rula.
god！
Français? English?
我不懂 Espanol, my friend. Espanol，
Have you seen a man?
我们见过个叫 Jack Jackson。
He's a mason.
Jack,
Yes, have you seen him?
Jack，
pásanche por aquí centos de peregrinos e cada un eche de seu pai.
我不懂。
Vas ter que ser algo máis
Mi
específica.
Espanol，
I don't
No.
understand.
听不懂。
I was told, but
要，然后我点了什么东西？在干什么？你在干什么？我们把宝宝给他看，他的爸爸，你有没有见过？
Oh, que cousiña, eche rubio.
他在说什么？
see, redhead.
你见过他的父亲吗
Have you seen his father, Padre del Niño, Jack Jackson?
Ven sendo un peregrino.
你就传说中的鸡同鸭讲吗？
É un peregrino.
Oh, no, no. He's not a pilgrim.
Entón, quen ven sendo?
有谁可以给我翻译一下？指着某个东西，他是个工匠。
He's a mason.
Ay, mal rayo, me partas entendo o que me estás a contar.
我不信，有没有哪位客人可以帮我
Oh,
翻译？
is there someone inside who might be able to
Solo.
translate for us?
Nena, que temer que quen te entenda.
A translator? A guest?
Agora mesmo estanche todos a dormir.
Translate，
Case che
干
diría
嘛 ？Translate， 然后换成 Espanol， Espanol 在怎么在这里？
Traducir. Translate. Traducir.
好嘛，确实不一样，这不能怪我，我
que
也听不
volvas
懂。
mañá por la mañá.
他是个吟游诗人。
He's a jongleur.
Ai, na miña hospedaxe xa temos jonglares dabondo por aquí.
Please, no，
You don't seem to like.
指着某个东西。
Let me show you.
他或许看过这本书啊。
Isto pertence ao teu amigo.
我听不懂他说
See,
的话
it's。his. This is my amigo's. He's a mason. He likes
Amigo
to
是
build
好朋友的
things.
意思啦，你不要乱讲，人家
Things.
是。好嘛，他们也没有结婚。
How do I tell her what I need?
我想知道，这只是个游客。
He's just a sim. What?
哎呀，
Let me show you.
这样怎么办？
He likes to craft things, like jars or strange machinery.
这个有听懂吗？
Ay, qué diantres
我忘记
andará
我
a
听不
decir
懂
a
他
muller
说的话
esa.
了，真是的，不是他听不懂，是我的，是我听不懂他。指着大教堂嘞。
He's a mason. He
他
builds
会
things
建
like
造
that.
那样的东西。
Ah, eche masón.
马送，对，马送。
See, a mason. It's the same word in Galician.
Sí,
Por aquí
masón.
pasan unha morea de masóns. Non me poderías dicir algo máis sobre el?
Oín falar dun masón que dis que se dedica a traducir libros en Toledo.
Polo visto, di que se chama Jack.
Yes, Jack. Have you seen him?
Non sei cal será o seu apelido, pero ben é certo que non hai moitos masóns rubios aos que lles guste ler. Se tan desesperada está, porque non vai a Toledo a comprobalo por si mesma.
Entón, marchou para Toledo.
He went to Toledo.
A Toledo marchou, sí.
Di que o teu Jack podería estar en Toledo.
All right, so I will go to Toledo then. Gracias. I just pray that I understand.
希望没有误解意思。我真的听不懂。去这种地方至少带一个字典吧，不然真的听不懂怎么办？我们又回到了这里。又回到最初的起点，记忆中你青涩的脸，我们终于来到了这一天。昨天下的老照片，无数回忆连接。
Buenos dias. Parlez-vous français? English?
Of course.
How
may I help you?
I was told a man named Jack Jackson lives in this house.
Who told you this?
A group of scholars living at the edge of town. They said he used to
中
translate old scriptures about mathematics before
太
he
棒
moved
了
here.
Please
太棒
wait
了，
here.
终于找到
I
了
will talk with Master Rashid.
终于找到了 Jack。I found you, Jackson。不愧是我养大的，你居然能听得懂 Espanol， 我都不懂。又大又明亮。那个佣人花了这么长时间在干什么？像是天然的泉水一样，这个喷泉。如果他没有我会更幸福呢？杰克肯定喜欢这种设定。如果他不愿意离开呢？哇哦，这种想法很危险。它让我想起金斯布里奇的修道院，只是它阻挡了好天气，而不是坏天气。向里面张望，这里是杰克在的地方。哇哦，找到了，走进去。杰克的战功
It's his.
这是他的。杰克在这里有这个证据就够了。小桌子看起来做工很好，精湛的工艺，鸣鸟装置。年轻的女人，你干什么？你是谁？我们家杰克不会。
Oh, there you are.
啊，你在这里。
May I ask who let you stroll around?
我在找人。
I traveled hundreds of miles looking for a man called Jack
Jackson.
A scholar told me that I would find him here.
Yes, my servant told me already. My father's not here at the moment, so you'll have to make do with me. Unfortunately, I must disappoint you. There's no one called Jack living in this house.
我找到了他的弹弓。
He must be here. I found his slingshot.
What? Who allowed you inside my father's archive?
我不是有意冒犯你。
I didn't mean to be disrespectful of your hospitality.
I just hope for your sake you didn't touch anything. Every piece in there is precious to my father, even that slingshot. I'm sorry, but this is not easy for
这到
any
底
of
是什么
us.
鬼？你是他的谁？
I
你
think you should know that Jack and I are promised to each other.
哎，
Maybe
所
we
以
should
嘞
go，inside.
所
The
以
sun's
嘞，
burning, and my mother doesn't need to hear us.
哦，我其实并不在意你是谁呀，真的。
Jack told me about you. You are Aliena.
阿莲
You're
娜，
the one who rejected him and married his stepbrother.
我居然无法反驳的。你说的真的没有
And
错
now，you want him back.
你说的没错，我们就是这么一个人。我来这边是因为爱他
I'm，here because I love him.
这是无间祷告啊，狗血的
He
伦理
always said
剧
that
啊
he，had come here to find out about his family.
狗血的伦理
But
剧啊
instead,。he found out about everything else. About philosophy,
他找到了
mathematics.
哲学、数学。
When he and my father met, it was love at first sight.
他跟父亲第一次见面，一见钟情。What the heck？
But in the end, Jack would always
哦，
start
他
talking
还
about
是
his
谈论他的大
cathedral
教
again.
堂。
This great church he would build one day. Rib vaults and pointed windows. He'd ramble on about it for hours and stare up at that ceiling.
哇哦！
We three sat here for hours and talked. And then in the
到了
evenings,
晚上
it would
就
be
剩我
just
们
the
两个
two
人
of。us. So many strange ideas about the future. Some barely more than silly dreams.
だから何
Others
よ？
almost in arm's reach.
杰克可是我养大的。他现在在听你的口吻，他好像已经离开了。
You're talking about him as if he were gone.
Well, he's
他
not
去
here
哪里了？
anymore. My father had offered him work as a master builder here in Toledo. He would have been well off and free to spend his evenings under vaults like this, with me as his wife.
谁 care 你啦？你出场人物还没有他的哥哥多，还没他的弟弟多。我就知道他会拒绝你的
Tell
订
me,
婚。
did you really marry his stepbrother?
别无选择
It
啊！
was
我
the
们家
hardest
阿莲
decision
娜。
I ever made. But it also felt like a sacrifice I had to make to fulfill a promise I made to my father. It was all for nothing. I thought I had no choice. I didn't want to hurt him. Believe me.
I do. You know,
哦，
he left me because of you.
哦，不愧是我养大的杰克，还是这么的专情忠义。哇哦，
Even after all you did to him,
对吧
you couldn't
我们
let
家
go.
杰克忘不了阿莲娜。
You can be glad that you ran into me and not my mother.
He can have that effect.
杰克还是
on
喜欢
people.
惹人生气啊！哎呀呀呀呀！
But apart from that, we made our peace with him. Father even gave him one of his favorite, a small wooden statue with stone eyes, in
换了
exchange for
杰
his
克的弹
slingshot.
弓，
Would you mind telling me where he went?
他去哪里了？
He went to Paris
他去巴我
to work on the cathedral of
又回到
Saint-Denis.
这组的起点。
He said he never found out about his father, so there was no reason to stay down
哎
here anymore.
呀，要回去了。
Paris
我们好不容易走这么远，走到了
Yes,
走到了
if
西
you
班
find
牙，
him
结果
there,
又要走
tell
回
him I
去了。
don't miss him.
真的抱歉了
I
啦
am。sorry for all this.
You don't have to be. What is the child's name, by the way?
还没有，
Well, he has none yet. I wouldn't name him without Jack.
他叫
Isn't that a bit
Jackson。
silly?
Jackson 的孩子叫 Jackson，
Maybe
很合理吧
But he's his son as well as mine.
？Jackson Jack Grandson。
It's his right to have a say in it too.
哦，这
Then
是他
off
的
to
孩子。
Paris. That baby needs a name.
去巴黎吧，那孩子需要一个
You will
名字
get one.
哦。
Thank you.
Thank you，arigato，gracias。 我的天，要往回走了。绕了这么一圈之后，还是回到了巴黎。我们到了浪漫之都，要让2个有情人终成眷属了吗？
I travelled back along the way of St. James, passing through Astorga, Lyon, and Burgos.
走了很远。
If Jack really was there,
如果杰克真的在那边，我该对他说什么呢？我会紧紧的抱着他。
I'd pull him very, very close, wishing for all the wounds to heal as quickly as they could.
没有什么是一个抱抱无法治疗的，有的话就2个。但听起来2个还有点怪怪的。3个月后，怎么一下就3个月？哦，终于到了巴黎 ，Paris。这就是浪漫之都的前世啊！看起来还是不错的。金色的小麦田，宏伟的教堂，以及各种各样的人。圣丹尼教堂。 教堂。哇哦！现在只需要开车一下就能到的地方，居然那个时候要走3个月，太辛苦了。石头，杰克他们不让他在大教堂工作，而我又离开了他，他肯定很恨我们。我家杰克才是我养大的，他才不会恨你们嘞。 你相不相信我？整个这里都是他的。我现在确定这个是他做的。这个就是杰克啊，不是吗？乖乖。
Are we awake then? You
睡
almost
醒了吗？你差点错过这个了。
Look at these colorful windows.
靠！我就知道这个是
Look at
他
the light.
我就知道是他，我就知道是他。杰克，转过来，孩子，转过来。哦，他转过来了。哦，艾莲。
We came to see you,
我们来看你了，杰克。
We? Is he?
他是你的儿子。
He is your son.
他是你的儿子。哦
My son.
你的儿子，对，你突然要当爹了。
I'm sorry.
真的抱
Your
歉。
fault. Ali,
亲
where do
上
we
去
go，from here?
Wherever we go,
亲上去。
I want to go with you.
Okay.
Will you marry me?
哦。
Both of you.
We will.
就说我们家杰克是最单纯、最可爱的。
We stayed in
开心
Paris
了。
as husband and wife.
他们在巴黎住下了，以丈夫、妻子的名义，然后儿子名字叫汤米。
Jack had learned much working as a builder in Saint-Denis. Days
Wow.
became months.
太开心
Then
了吧！
after a year, we both grew restless.
1年之后都不安
Where can
全
we go from here?
为
We
什么？
asked ourselves again.
这是
We
结
both
婚后遗
confessed
症呐
that，we wanted to see our families,
想要见到家人还有朋友，
and then we knew where we wanted to go,
于是知道自己想去哪里了，想要回家。金
even
斯
if it
布里
was in
奇，
shambles.
我们要回去了吗？瑟堡港口。
We need to hurry. The ship to England will
去
leave
英
soon.
格兰的船马上就要离开
What's going on
了，这里发生
Whatever
了
it
什么
is,
呢？
if the crowd doesn't clear up, we'll miss our ship.
哇哦！
Could make the horse get there.
Or ride it through the crowd.
That sounds.
希望这一次金斯布里奇的人们有了防御能力。这是我们的箱子，我们该怎么处置它？里面有一些可以哦，这个人偶，这个人偶之后可以放在教堂里面。盒子内部可以保暖，木头有些潮湿的。神父怎么了呀？
Do you know what's going on?
发生了什么事情？
Chaos. I can't get these people to calm down. God knows I tried.
What happened?
The jongleur told the crowd a few stories. Then he sold people some miracle charms, but it was just fairy tales and painted stones.
在讲话。
It always is.
I know, but I'd need a real miracle to calm them down now. Otherwise, they'll rip him apart.
需要真正的奇迹，那就是我们的这个啦，要被揍一顿了。
Oh, what do you think this? I've already. It would require.
哼，你们搞不好，只有我来，只有我能够成功。
No, it's not impressed.
好吧，我只是想尝试一下，就是。展示给他们看。
Behold the Holy Virgin.
看圣母，要奇迹才能让这群笨蛋。哎呀，阴凉的地方这边。
Do you see? It's working.
Your friend Rashid.
给他们看。 我们家圣母都哭了。看，怎么回事？圣母她在哭泣。看看她。
Revere the Holy Mother.
向圣母膜拜，因为她给我们带来了天堂的指示。
Cease your doings right now.
停止你们的争吵。
Witness the miracle.
见证奇迹。
Lord in heaven, why is she crying?
因为你们的行为。
She weeps for your sins.
我们家杰克真的可以，真的可以去当个传教士。
He tricked us and took our coin.
And you would kill him for your own foolishness.
The Holy Virgin weeps, for you are not living by the word of God.
Oh.
It is the Mother of God.
Forgive us, Holy Mother. Where did she come from?
编个故事。
For hundreds of years, she languished in the land of the Saracens. Dormant, she has been waiting for the one to bring her home.
Listen to what he has to say. The Holy Virgin has chosen this young family to protect her. Tell us all where you are headed.
Her destination is beyond these waters.
一个叫金斯布里奇的小镇，传承我们的故事。
In the earldom of Shiring.
以后我们会成为海贼王回来。
Kingsbridge. Where's that?
Hail Mary!
Make way for the Holy Virgin.
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah!
Robert well.
闪边啦！
Huh? Blessed Mary, let my daughter conceive.
Give us a good harvest.
They're donating to ask for her blessing.
Oh. The weeping Madonna shall hear your prayer. And with your donations, I shall build her a new shrine at Kingsbridge, a cathedral.
It's you.
是你是啥？
Who
你
do you
认识
mean?
我？
You, the red-haired ghost.
红发的幽灵。啊？
My husband is very much alive. I've known him since he was 12 years old.
But he drowned. By God, you drowned. 24 years ago. On the white ship. My poor son. My Jacques.
His name was Jacques.
Jacques Cherbourg.
Jacques Cherbourg.
谁？他是他爸爸的名字。他，哦 对，然后他遇到他的爸爸的妈妈，就是他遇到阿嬷了。祖母，祖母，那不叫偷走的弹弓啊，那是证据啊。原来是想说，要是他们不认出来，至少可以拿这个证据给他们看，这是他的弹弓什么，结果那不叫偷，好不好？他没有给我还回去的机会，仅此而已啊！心撕破的一起。
So much has grown, but there are no roots, no herbs.
长了这么多东西，没有根茎跟草药，只有花。可强大甚至孩子怎么还没长大？你小孩都生出来了。
What are you looking at, Jonathan?
The garden is in disorder.
花园现在一团糟。
I want.
Before I became prior, I thought the same about Kings.
Well,
I cleaned up.
Where do we start?
哦。建议先除草。
Some plants are weeds
先要把野
and
草
must
给
go
清除掉。
before we can plant new seeds.
What are weeds?
They take away what the other plants
嘿
need，to
野
grow.
草就是这么一个存在。
Light, water, room.
What do we do?
把它们给拔掉。
They look a lot like every other. Here, you see those?
嘿呀，
Let's pluck only.
I'll do it.
If you insist.
哎，先把杂草给拔掉，然后再翻土，然后再
Make
种
sure
下
to
种
pull out
子。
all of the.
And now what do I do?
接下来，接下来是松土。
For plants to take root, the soil must be
嘿，
loose
你可以
and
放点蚯
fertile.
蚓进去。
So, may I dig now?
我的天，他挖土是用手挖的，这孩子太野了。
Done.
我这都能可以，太厉害了。
What's next?
下一步，撒种子，播种。
Stay here. I'll be right back.
播种完再浇水。
Now, where did...
种子在哪里呢？
Ah, here they are.
那边这两个人好像死掉了吧？我记得。
You always said you wanted to plant these seeds
总
and
是
make a
想
new garden.
米利厄斯就是那个时候帮我们关上门挡住他们的人，结果他死掉了。
I think it's about time.
哎，我们会把他的种子种大的。唉，死掉了。我看到他，他非常的勇敢，他只身一人挡住了所有人，把门给反锁，拯救了屋子里教堂里的
What
其
did you
他人。
bring?
Do you remember Mill, a kind man? Well, he
米
told
利厄
me
斯是好
to
人，
give you.
他一直站在菲利普旁边，还在那边给予插言，一个人做很多事情。哎呀，
Now we just
现在
have
我
to
们就
wait.
等着。
All right.
好的。为什么我的画面这么奇怪？ 这是正常的吗？好像又不正常，所以它是不正常的吗？应该是不正常的。要把这个移除掉，还有什么东西要移除掉？应该没有东西了。OK。哎呦。
How long?
Too long for us to keep
很久很久。
something and only.
Why do we have to do all these?
Simply, you just paved the
嘿
way，for
发
things
展
to
之
they
路
are happening.
他们要慢慢成
Right?
长
And in a few days' time,
Oh.
嘿
Does he make things grow?
you made it.
No.
只是播下了种子，生命自然会找到一条出路。Life finds a way。建议浇灌种子。
Now you can fetch.
But that water's smelly. There are many trees by the river. I bet that water's better.
嘿呀，
That's a longer walk, though.
那个桶里面水也
I
是
don't mind.
可以用
The
的，
distance is worth it.
Maybe you're right.
但他也说的也没有错。
It is worth it. Let's walk together then.
我们一起去弄水吧。桶要让我拿好的。这孩子也长大了。金斯布里奇那天稍晚。
Why isn't Remigius holding the sermon? What's gotten into Philip?
菲利普怎么了？这个教堂也没有再盖下去的样子，到处都长
Our
着植物了。
church lies
我们
in
教堂都
ruin.
成废墟了。
But all of this, these dire times,
像我们揭露
have
了一个重要的
revealed
事情。
something that.
What do you mean?
表示上帝
God
并没有看
doesn't
着我们
watch us from above.
啊！你
While
们
you and I have waited for God to make things better, a lot has happened.
嘿呀，
Hardships.
我们家菲利坡已经失去信仰了。
Yesterday, I heard the choir sing a new chant and was moved beyond words.
嘿
Today,
呀，
Jonathan tended to our garden to make it beautiful again. And he told me of things
我们
I
教堂还需要
almost
被
had
建
forgotten.
起来呀！
God doesn't work in the ways we might
哎呀，
assume.
我们不能就单纯祈祷，也要做一些事情啊。
All good and all evil the scripture tells us about are not out there or in here.
嗯哼，
They are within each of us.
嘿呀，善恶在每个人心中啊。这个肯定要被骂死了。人是好是坏呢？要是说用别人句话，绝对会被喷死。但我就想说，
God made us in his image. Thus we carry the godly spark within us.
哎嘿，
But we have witnessed that man can have the devil in his heart as well.
啊哈，就跟那个威廉一样。
Prayer needs no special place, for we are his church. In our actions, he exists.
嗯哼，这点说的一
We
点都
are
没错。
God's temple.
No man is
不
closer
愧
to
是我
God
家菲利
than
普，
any
跟我
other
说的
man.
一模一样，跟我想法也一模一样。不愧是我养出来
Whether
的。
you pray in church or on the streets of our towns, whether you're a man, woman, monk, or bishop,
Philip, look outside.
You have to see them.
看什么？看
You've
谁
got to see？the
看马？看
horses
色彩？
and the colours.
怎么了？听他说
now what's going on?
I heard noise,
有声音。
but the priest said they brought a
神父
miracle.
说他们带了一个奇迹。
Step right up, brothers, and for you are
Who is that?
这是谁？
A miracle?
一个
Don't
奇
be
迹？
shy. There is no danger.
谁呀？
You must be Prior Philip. I have been
雷诺
sent
修
by the
士。
Archbishop of Canterbury.
可恶，大主
Here
教。
is his letter in
我特此恳请你接受哭泣的圣母玛利亚赐，因为他选择把它建在伊兹布里奇。当我听到这个传闻奇迹时，便让这支队伍来见我，然后亲眼看见了它是真的，全部都是英格兰的奇迹，并打算让它留在温切斯特。但守护者却改变了我的想法，他们来英格兰的目的只是为了支援金斯布里奇的重建。Jack， 又是 Jack， 愿上帝保佑你。哦。Jack.
We've been charged to accompany the Weeping Madonna.
What?
On her travel from far away, I can't
我们有钱找教堂了，不会是 Jack？
You do believe.
Oh my God!
That is why she came, and that is why you. The Weeping Madonna came to me in a faraway land named Africa. A baptized Saracen was her former guardian, and I and the custodians of the Holy Virgin were chosen to take her on a journey.
Baptized? A Saracen?
I knew not her powers or destination.
Please tell us more.
Of course. My words shall prepare you for the sight of the Holy Madonna. Many bore witness to her miracle before it dawned upon me. She wanted to go home, but where? It came to me in a dream. It was Kingsbridge.
不是，左边这个人是杰克，右边那个人是阿莲娜，我看出来。
should be her shelter.
太棒了吧
This time, it was the Madonna herself who answered my questions. She said, "You shall build me a new church in Kingsbridge." So we set off, with the blessing of Archbishop Theobald of Canterbury.
Excuse me. Don't interrupt.
And along the road, from Paris, across
他们从
Normandy.
巴黎跨越诺曼底。
Shh! The Weeping Madonna has chosen you, all of you. I will tell you again, dear brothers and sisters.
他不让我说话哎。
The Weeping Madonna has chosen you,
这些小
all
鸽
of
子
you.
真是的。
You must be thinking, how can he be so sure? In the beginning, I was not. I only had my faith. I knew not her powers or destination. Nevertheless, I carried her for many miles. I will tell you again, dear brothers and sisters, the Weeping Madonna has chosen you, all of you.
这个神棍真是。
I could have continued to carry her from town to town until my flesh succumbed. But this was not her will. But I wondered, what shrine should be her
你
shelter?
说够了没？
This time,
这个
it
神棍
was the
真是。
Madonna herself who answered my
它像是一
questions.
个冷凝的玩具
You
啊。
must wonder, why was Kingsbridge chosen to be the home of the Holy Virgin? She said, "You shall build me a new church in Kingsbridge." So we set off, with the blessing of Archbishop Theobald of Canterbury.
哎呦，奇怪的动物，那是骆驼
They
吧？
look almost
Brothers and sisters,
那是骆驼吧？
hollow.
I have
Seems like a
heard
wicker basket
From
covered in
the-
felt.
果然是马。
been kind to Kingsbridge.
Do you speak English?
No English, no campandare.
I think you might have stepped into
我
horse
猜你可
dung.
能踩到马粪
What?
了。
Where?
大家在装
No English.
啊，不会说英文是
Just
吧？
un poco, see.
Could you
还敢
talk to
装
this
啊？
man, Martha?
Yes, it's strange. He was quite talkative just a moment ago. He told me he was from Damascus in
你做的大马
Africa.
士革。
Isn't Damascus in Arabia?
不是
There's
他
one
半
in
岛。
Africa too, I'm sure.
Why are you pretending you can't speak English?
No inglese. Malada, malada.
他很装啊！
It is in places like these, And in dark times
还有谁？
like these,
Had they revealed the mirror?
Not
God's
yet.
light shines brightest.
观众，
My dear. Did you hear the Madonna?
She's come.
你今天无视我了吗？
And along the road,
妹阿里，
You don't need if it's.
over the sea.
Brother, I've heard of a Reynolds from a scheming drunkard.
You think that's him?
是狡猾的，但我不相信他。
Jonathan.
They're about to show the mirror.
至少来一个正常人吧。
Given money
哦
for the
，Tommy，
building of the Church of the Weeping Madonna.
汤米，汤米在后面好可爱哦，汤米，
Please,
汤米应该是
everyone.
我的孙子。
We want.
可恶，
This church. Oh,
里面没有人，现在还不是时候到处看看吗？外国的修道士，
you must be thinking, how can he be so sure?
Tell me the truth.
We are guardian. We were
他们在
appointed,
守
but it was
卫
the。Holy Virgin.
Oh yes. How did
She speaks.
In the beginning, I
汤米，
only
Tommy.
had my faith. I knew not her powers or destination.
问他叫什么名字呀？
I am Philip?
I carried her
Who
for
are you,
many
young
a
man?
mile.
是谁呀？
Again, dear brothers and sisters.
你为什么要藏起来呀？
Weeping
Why are you
Madonna
hiding?
has chosen you, all of you.
That's not fit.
Now,
Nothing safe.
brothers and sisters, I have heard that life has not been kind
哈，
to
简单
Kingsbridge,
的木头
but
看
it
起
is
来
in places like these, and in dark times like. And along the road from Paris. Can you feel it?
你们感受到了吗？
are
马上就要见证奇
the
迹了，
Madonna knows how you have
知道你们
suffered.
受过
The
的
Virgin
苦
Mother
痛。
had to witness the rise and fall of
他
her
把后
son,
面的灯给
our
关掉了
Lord。Jesus Christ, and never stopped believing. Kingsbridge has endured many hardships.
真的，
Prior
遭遇过了
James
很多
left
的
you
磨难。
before his time when you needed him the most. Your old cathedral was burned to the ground.
How do you know this?
And your new one collapsed even
因为我
before
没有 Jack 在
construction
旁
was
边。
finished. You have suffered the ruthless destruction of your market, homes, and lives.
Dada.
呆呆，
All of you have lost husbands, wives, and children,
汤米
family
真
and
可爱。
friends.
呆呆，
All of you know how it is to be
跟着他
hungry
边去，
and
我跟着
afraid.
Jack 走。
Jack.
Jack，
Aliena.
Philip.
But this is.
A miracle, isn't it?
哎，是奇迹。
Or something along those lines.
But how?
We thought it was time to give Tommy a home.
The boy.
汤米，
Your
你们的儿
boy?
子。Oh my
Well,
God！
Philip, do you recognize him? Our little Tommy?
Tommy? But.
"这是怎么回事？
Just what are you doing here with these people? Do you think I wouldn't notice it's all
你以为我看不到这是假
artifice?
的吗？
Your camels are horses. Your foreigners are
你
English
是骆
faking
驼，
their
你的外
accent.
国人就是一捆草。
Your shrine is an old cart with
你的圣事就
decorations.
是一个带有
And
装饰就
Reynolds
马
is
车。
just a dubious man speaking nothing but lies. Remigius has heard of him and nothing good.
The camels were a bit much, weren't they?
哎，骆驼太过了啦。
With the Madonna, we were able to collect donations for your priory and for Kingsbridge.
Really?
哎
We can
呀，
start anew. We can rebuild the cathedral.
What's the catch?
I'll get to be master builder.
他要当总建筑师。
Why?
I've studied the cathedrals, churches, and houses they build in France and Spain.
Oh.
I saw how different their constructions were, with new shapes, colors, and ideas. Oh, you should have seen it. They combined rib vaulting and pointed arches. I want to do that. That's why.
成交。
Why here?
Because this is home.
不要批判他们的谎言，怀疑钱不一定够。
The townspeople
我
probably
们家
think
我们家
that's
菲利
enough to
普现在
build
接
a
受
whole
现实。
cathedral. But to me, it looks like about £100.
You know that won't even pay for a year's work.
Like all of this, it's a symbol. Enough for a fresh start.
And the Madonna will stay here. Kingsbridge will attract visitors and donations again.
You mean I should be thankful for these lies and tricks?
Jack! Allie, you came back!
We wanted to see you, little sister.
How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. But look at you! And the little one!
Tommy.
How are the others?
Alfred left Kingsbridge.
艾芬不在这边
Richard
了。
shows up every now and then.
理查
And
经常
Ellen
过来。
returned to the forest.
艾伦又回到了森林里去了。
We need to visit her.
What's wrong, Mother?
怎么了，玛莎？
I'm glad you're back.
I am.
She looks like she's about to cry. She knows your pain.
What now?
现在的
The miracle.
是奇迹。
Her eyes
上
are
面
wet.
Her eyes.
Look at her.
They're shining.
She cannot hold her tears any longer.
She is made of wood. It's impossible.
Why are you weeping?
你们哭什么？她已经失声了。哦，这是玛丽。
Madonna has suffered as I have. She understands.
她说话了，我的。有的时候只需要一丢丢小小的奇迹，就能让人家做到他认为他做不到的事情。
It seems through her faith in all of your lies.
把信仰建立在谎言上，玛丽找到了奇迹。
We can't keep trying to repair Kingsbridge by ourselves. Things are not improving.
But we can't
without farming and
all these past. But it appears
it is time we started doing something.
I'm not will. Don't you remember? My.
I remember.
And still, you put your
把
trust
信
into a
任交
group
给一
of
群陌生人。
Philip, why in God's they're tricking us into giving them money for false idols. So
他们
that
在给
we'll
我们
place this
钱，
idol in our. Do you approve of?
我们要接受奇迹啊！
People need hope, and these travelers are giving them hope. Yes, it is a deception, but with good intentions. Mary speaks again. Is that
对啊，她
not
能
a
重新
true
说话，这就是
miracle?
奇迹啊！
You
希望带来的力量。
You really did. And now you joyfully take part in their
那你能干
deceptions.
什么？除了指责
I'm
别人。
warning you. I cannot support a prior who
异
tolerates
端
heresy.
到底谁才是异端？你对他们做了什么？
Your threat won't sway me. No matter how unconventional, their return and their gift are a blessing.
这个什么雷米基尔斯这家伙真的很讨厌哎，他什么事情都没有做，就在指责菲利普，
I make mine. I
太过分
resign.
了！
I'm leaving the priory.
哎，赶快走！真受不了他，雷米基尔斯。雷米基尔斯每次都一副他知道一切的样子，然后其实他什么都不知道。
You got so big, Tommy.
他明长这么大了，
And you're just as shy as your father was.
你父亲小时候一样
Don't
害
let him
羞。
fool you. Usually, he's always up to something.
小松鼠，
Tom would have been proud of you.
汤姆会以你们为
Of both
傲
of you.
为荣的。
Is she still here? Tom's wife.
Oh, no.
汤姆的妻子死掉了。
Martha and I moved her to Kingsbridge. She's with Tom now. He always wanted that.
Ellen, we found Jack's family.
我们找到了祖母。
Cherbourg.
The place he came from wasn't Cherbourg, it was Cherbourg.
Really?
Wow.
What were they like?
They were good people.
His grandmother said Jack looked just like him,
哎，
like his
真的。
father.
He does.
他的爸爸是在那艘船上死掉的。
But they never came for him or asked about him.
They thought he was dead. His ship sunk. He'd always wanted to go to England.
Have you ever heard of the White Ship?
就是那艘白船。
No.
The king's family drowned.
My father was there. He was the only one who survived.
他爸爸活下来了，所以他才去了英格
He
兰。
told me that he was accused of stealing a chalice.
Yes. But I know he was innocent. I heard the story and had to find out what he looked like. He told me his name. I fell in love. I helped him escape.
要被关在同一个牢里面，他还是抓到了。哎，
They hanged him.
哇，太过分了！他们绞死了杰克的爸爸。
And you were there, Jack. But you weren't born yet. He was led to the gallows. Everyone was quiet. The people somehow knew he was not a thief. But I knew for sure. He told me. He was so afraid. He didn't want to die. I didn't want him to die. And I prayed. Then I heard his voice.
Oh no, 他被
quiet.
吊起来了。
As if the falling melody.
他在船难幸存下来，又被人诬陷，太可怜了。杰克。
At dusk the hunter took his prey, the lark his freedom net.
No! No!
You said that 3 men were responsible
3
for
个人
Father's
造
death.
成了父亲的死。
Who were they?
The Sheriff of Shiring, Percy Hamley, Prior James of Kingsbridge,
詹姆
and
斯，
Archdeacon Waylaran
还有
Bygod.
主教，还有那个
They
治安
showed
官，
no mercy.
那3个混
Neither did
蛋，
I.
太可恶了，要对他们复仇。
All of you! He will return to haunt you! One day, you will be judged for what you did.
对，这3个人，
Your houses shall be consumed by fire. Your life shall end in pain and agony.
左边那个人已经死掉了，左边那个人被右边那个人毒死了。
And regret.
现在能复仇的只有3个，就另外2个。喂，中间那个人也死掉了，中间那个人掉进了冰洞里
The
死了。
people they
只
killed
剩下右边那个
will
人了。
return to haunt them. I promised them.
这呢？
We welcome our new prior, Remigius. He helped to recover the bones of the Saint of Kingsbridge, Adolphus, from the hands of thieves. Adolphus already rests safely in this great cathedral of Shiring.
对他没有任何怜悯。
Our master builder Alfred promised me that it will only be a matter of a few years until the cathedral will be finished.
在台上的这4个人都要送走。
has promised to
台上
support
这4个人
us.
都是坏人。
But he has not done so for himself. No, the Earl is not a selfish man. His mother, Lady Hamley, is sick. More and more, I feel the whole of England is suffering
台上
from
这
a
4个人都
sickness.
坏到根了。
The sickness of war, poverty, and most of all, heathen beliefs. I have spoken to God. I asked him, begged him to walk amongst us, to heal us.
你再想想要怎么处罚他们。
But God told me that only when this great cathedral is finished will he have a temple to reside in. No matter the cost, this shall be a towering castle to protect us from evil and
他
false
在给他自己
beliefs.
造一个城堡，这个人太过分了。
With this cathedral, we will bring an end to the dark times.
Waylaran Bygod.
杰克，
Jack, what are you doing here?
杰克出现了。
My father died by your hands, Waylaran.
对，
His name
他
was
是坏人。
Cherbourg.
How dare you talk to the bishop like that?
He
米吉尔
died
斯也是
right
坏
here.
人，
Who are you?
他是我家
I
的孩
know
子。
that man. He's that bastard from Kingsbridge.
That man is my husband.
You?
All of you, listen to what we have to say.
你们台上这些
From
人
now on, Kingsbridge is protected.
By our knights, by
对啦，
our
有
walls,
城墙，有骑士，
and by the word of the
还有
king.
国王。
So whatever you do, we will defend our town,
宣战了，
our
宣战
market
了
and！fulling mills.
And our cathedral, which we
哇
shall rebuild.
他们脸上充满了信心。
All workers are invited to come and work for us.
Preposterous.
我们要复仇了
If，you so much as try to
我
bring
们会
harm to us,
打到
Bishop,
底，
we will make sure that
嘿
you pay for everything
我
you
们会
did.
反抗到底的。哦，让乔纳森种了一棵新树，第一次播到已经很久了。默许了这个欺骗伎俩，因为他能给人们希望。他们回到了金斯布里奇，他们回到了家。第17章。风暴，看来要来了吼！那四个小家伙要开始做不轨的事情了。11年后，
It had been 3
一
years.
转眼就3年了。
3 years
3年的
of
干
drought.
旱，完
3
了
years
，3年的
of
饥荒跟
hunger
贫
and
穷。
poverty. England was brought to its knees.
英格兰被这个
Only
饥
our
荒征
walls
服
had
了，
kept us safe from the bands of outlaws
但还好我们有
raiding
城
towns
墙。
and villages. Bishop Waleran
好
and
帅
William
哦！
Hamley forced the workers to finish their cathedral in Shiring.
他们逼他们的工人尽快完成下朗大教
Many
堂
had，died.
死了很多人。他们都坏人，他们那边。虽然这个建筑物是
The work on our own cathedral had almost come to a halt.
他们自己的建设也停止了。
4 weeks the storm had raged
这个
on.
风暴肆虐了4个星期。
It was then that our cathedral gave up its last secret.
大教堂暴露了最后一个秘密。什么秘密？
And everything changed.
一切都变了。哇，死了这么多人了已经。
Tom,
汤姆，
I don't think you would have liked the sight of
猜
this.
你不会喜欢眼前的景象。
I don't think you would have liked the sight of the.
哎呀，这个姿势做太久了。姿势。
I know. You've not planned the cathedral to be that high.
他建得很高。
I reinforced the walls, like in Saint Denis. The storm shouldn't be that much.
风暴应该不是太大的问
If it's
题。
not the storm, then what?
东边城要塌了，地基问题。我就说
The roof looks all.
地基问题啦。
The vaulting is.
穹顶裂了，先拿好工具。哎呦！好几个星期了。
No.
一个房子要是想建得好，必须要有稳定的地基才行。
I'm not
要
done
防止
yet.
土地下陷，下面的土质流失。最好是把柱子插在土里面做地基，不然很危险。尤其在这种旁边有河流的情况下，土地很容易松动。
This could be a problem. If I make it work. right. One more time.
他会知道是哪里有问题。
If the vaulting were unstable, this part would have collapsed and the wall would retract. The cause of the problem is
问题不是在上面。
What would you have done? When we erected the Eastern Wall 17 years ago, yes.
17年前建的时候也有裂
This is
痕。
not the same wall, but the core.
地面。
Ground, but it had never. We had no.
那就是地下室，反正是土壤问题。
The crypt.
地下室支撑不了这个。
You kept the whole foundation there, but it never had to.
嘿嘿，这个地下室承受不了这个重量了。嘿呀，这个地基没有打好。
They were enraged. Bishop Henry thinks that the.
I think so too.
Philip.
利弗已经白头发了。
The problem is that the people love your book is being copied.
Is that not a good? That is.
我们家乔纳森也长大了。他第二本书《神圣的灵魂》，因为人是上帝创造的，巴拉巴拉巴拉，这很有道理。可是那群主教不会喜欢他这个的，因为他们想要。 因为他们想要，自己的统治变得更强，想要人们听他说的话，所以你懂的。Jack,
have you been atop the cathedral?
Don't worry.
You shouldn't be up. Sally and Tommy have been asked.
答应保护好之后，他们就花很长时间来巩固防守。自从再也不敢袭击这个，自从他们就不敢袭击这个城镇了，也恢复了羊毛生意。巴拉巴拉巴拉，他有2个子女了，他们已经12岁了，丽莎9岁，他们有了个女儿。工作的时候有玛莎照顾他们。玛莎正在跟理查交往。玛莎是汤姆的女儿，然后理查是阿莲娜的弟弟。我又忘记把这个声音给关掉了。
Jonathan, did you and the others come directly from Winchester?
Yes, we did.
What about Aliena?
She stayed a day longer.
她在羊毛节。OK.
We didn't expect.
No one.
I am sure.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
答案在地下室。对，我们要去地下室找。地下室。果然。
That the cause of the.
嘿呀，这个地下室它的承重不行了。
People love the reason most people. He tells them what they need. He gives them. Time to get to work.
可是用凿子怎么办？我们要加固啊，不是用凿子啊。
Here we go.
还是说他觉得后面有什么东西？啊！后面有一个房间。
These stones, whoever put them back just to hide the fact that the tile at the bottom was.
所以后面有个房间，这是个入口。
An entrance to where?
That's what we'll.
这是这里面我之前有猫头鹰的原因。
You've got the whole east wall on top.
Jack? I'm all right.
磕了下头，里面很黑。
There's a whole room here. A
chamber.
I'll get a torch.
Philip, I'll get it. You stay here.
Oh my god! 到处都是沙子。 房间的部分肯定已经塌陷了，所以墙也不稳。车子一直在。哎呦，棺材很长，这是谁的棺材啊？那是什么？一个刷子。 墓碑，喝水用的墓碑。哈，是棺材吗？到处都是沙子。是张床。有人住在这里面。
What, Jonathan?
哈？皮革是个鞭子。
What is that doing here?
这是惩罚人的房间吗？
That's not. It's
是
metal.
金属。
All right, should be.
哈。
Did you know about this place?
你知道这个地方吗？
No.
这什么地方啊？
I've seen this chalice
圣杯。
When I was it's the chalice of the Eucharist from Kingsbridge Cathedral.
这是父亲拿掉的圣杯。
They said it was
and melted down. I know. They also said it was my father.
所以他父亲是无辜的。
So he's innocent then?
Hey.
He must be.
And whoever hid the chalice is responsible for his death.
嘿呀！
They hanged him in Shiring for stealing this chalice. But it was here all along.
所以我们要复仇了。这个鞭就是鞭打用的鞭子。
It belonged to Prior James.
是詹姆斯院长的。詹姆斯这个坏人，坏到根了。
When I first visited Kingsbridge with Francis and Abbot Peter, even the look of it.
James, maybe it was him.
詹姆斯太坏了。
During the night of the fire in the cathedral, when the old cathedral burned down, there was a man in the fire. His shoulders were bloody, as if he had chastised himself.
我里有个人，街上全是血。
It is you, by God and the devil.
他是
told me that he had
他
sinned,
是
that he
詹
had
姆斯，
done
对。
something to me. Perhaps because I looked like my father.
So he confessed for framing your father while he hid the cup here.
But it couldn't have been James you saw.
或许是他的忏
James
悔。
died weeks before the fire.
好像也是，他很早之前
Did
就
he?
死了。
You said they never found his body. Maybe he hid down here.
他藏在这里
Maybe that's
了
why the bed's here.
所以着火的时候他逃出来了。
Jack.
Oh my
you were in
god!
the burning cathedral. What were you doing there?
承认。 菲利普会原谅你的。
Philip what I'd done. He just looked at me. He didn't say anything.
这个可恶的院长居然还活着，也就是说他一直躲在里面，然后着火那天才跑出来，然后正好遇到了杰克。What？ 他很会躲，躲在这里面这么久。哦，这是威廉他们，他已经吃了这么多东西了。
Waileran, what do you want?
你想要什么？
Do you think it is wise to resign
这
your
个时候
while
暴
your
饮
people
暴食，
starve
你的
on the
人民正
streets
在
of
街上挨
Don't
饿。
play the same. You promise them miracles, and you make them pay. But your miracles never work out, do they?
嘿
God
嘿，
works in ways
这
that
个
we
沃尔伦是
cannot
坏人，
comprehend.
他也害死杰克的父亲。
My mother cannot walk. You failed. Again. What do you want?
你到底想
I
要干什
came
么？
about a book.
他是为了一本书过来
The
的。
Bible again.
No. Philip of Gwynedd wrote it. And the church is displeased. Bishop Henry was
主
enraged.
教当然，主教坏死了。
This is our chance, William.
Your chance, you mean?
他们又要打过来了吗？
Talk to water or ugly. I don't care. I built your fucking cathedral. I'm done.
It's not just about Philip. It's about Aliena
这个人坏
and
死
her
了这个沃尔
family.
伦。
Don't mention that name.
But have you not heard? King Stephen and Maud's son just signed a peace treaty.
I don't care.
这个家伙他还在挑起纷争，这个人坏死
I
了。
said I don't.
他怎么能这么坏？
Now leave and don't come back unless I ask for you. Where's my wife? They've not returned yet, Lord William.
他们
Then get me a whore. Now!
我的天！战争结局，他们和平了。嘿，休战协定。他继续担任国王，安尼亚是维奇的继承者。嘿，伯爵之后，之位重新回到了后人手中，不再属于汉姆雷家庭了。所以我们现在可以反攻回去了。我们有正当的名义了。同一时刻，很远的地方，艾莲娜，她怎么在风中走路？哦哟，这个风大的。哎呀！好像没走几步就要来一下哦。谁在哭？
I'm sorry. I was on my way from the...
Nasty, isn't it?
Yes.
这边很多怪人哦。
Thank you for your...
感谢你的招待。
Someone help me!
艾莲娜，快走！
Please! I need help!
外面有人在大叫，为什么？
I'm hurt!
谁啊？
Doesn't any...
你们
Don't
想
you
去看看
hear
怎
it?
么了吗？你们都没有听到吗？
Didn't you hear?
你们都没有听到吗？为什么？我们去帮一下忙好了。
Hello?
怎么了？你好呀。
Oh dear.
这叫什么动物啊？
My horse!
马绊倒了。
Take my hand.
这是谁呀？
We'll only be here and we
天气
won't
不
bother
这么
you.
恶劣就离开，不会打扰你们的。所以现在是沙尘暴来了。
I'm Aliena.
伊丽莎白。 他把他扶进来了。应该让他自生自灭。没有他这样的人，我们会过得更好。找些东西给他取暖毯子。这八的毯子。
I'm just going to borrow it.
Let's try to get along.
嘿呀，我们要好好相处啊，各位。
Thank you.
Hey, that's our blanket.
没有在用。哎呦。
It's all right. It's just a blanket.
我也想找些东西给他，可是。
I don't like this. Hold your horses. We'll see what happens.
Be assured, I.
我要买一下肉，这个肉多少钱？我是便宜过去的，各位。我不要再便宜了啦。
We don't have much, but always she doesn't just take a bowl and go.
我不要再便宜了，拿一碗然后走 ，OK。但他们很讨厌这个女孩哦。为什么我在便宜？哎呦，一小碗粥。
Shush.
What's she doing now?
我为什么要在我耳边？等一下，好可怕这里。
Eat this.
Thank you.
你是谁呀？你为什么要给他汤喝？他只会。他是谁呀？为什么你们这么讨厌他？
Oh, you're so kind. Many people would have let me die.
好多人宁可让我去死掉，人们不听我的。身边人甚至不知道我不见了。谁？丈夫跟随从。
A fine husband you have. I divorced my last one for less than that.
我前夫又很差劲。对，他在说爱我。
He's just been beside himself.
Maybe now you'll understand what you.
Oh my god！ 我知道他是谁了，他是威廉的妻子。
Stop bullying her! Can't you see she's upset?
他是威廉的妻子，有那个疯子的妻子。
How do they know you?
Oh, I'm used to it. He has to do a lot of, and.
Wait.
你的丈夫是夏朗伯爵，那个坏人。
Earl of Shiring.
I thought you knew.
Damn！ 早知道不救他了。
Oh,
早知道不救他了。
Please don't abandon me too.
他是无辜的，我们还是要帮他的。他真的是无辜的。你为什么要嫁给他呀
I used to know him when I was a girl.
Really?
嘿呀
Why did you marry
你
him?
怎么会嫁给那么一个坏人
My parents arranged it.
父母真是的，哎。
And it was an honor to be picked.
不是你的荣幸，是你这辈子最大的痛苦啊！
I loathe him with all my heart.
从心底里讨厌他。
How do you know him?
直言不讳。
He wanted to marry me when I was your age. Apparently, he likes young girls.
对啊，他这人太坏了。
You too were supposed to marry him.
No.
How come
我们才是夏朗伯爵的后裔，他是坏人。
So I refused.
You refused him.
嘿呀。
It caused a lot of misery.
You're so courageous. I wish I was like you. I can't even stand up to the servants.
Don't act like you didn't have a hand in the downfall of this land. For years he roamed across the country.
我现在终于知道为什么这些人不喜欢他了，他们是合理的。但是他还是无辜的。他是无辜的。
After all he's taken from us, we should take something from him too.
你们就去把他干掉啊！不要欺负这孩子。
She has nothing to do with this.
对啊，这一切跟他无
Don't you
关。
dare touch her. Can't you see she's another one of his victims?
对啊，他也是个受害者。
Oh, give over. She's in on it too.
Can you even imagine how it must be to be a child married to Hamley?
他是无辜的。
The abuse and the humiliation every single day.
好可怜哦，伊丽莎白。
I'm so sorry. enough to know.
我们是时候反攻了，华特，大家准备好你们的武器。
He's looking.
提供建议。
Listen. Use your status. It gives you power. Favor those who help, so people will recognize. Since Hamley is, they'll soon love you more than him.
That should do it.
他会的，他可以做到的，我相信你。你要是做不到，你就是下一个被讨伐的对象。
You. William would be very pleased.
No! Don't harm her. If it wasn't for her, she saved me.
Did she now?
嘿，华尔特，你就是条旺角。放下你的武器，在我面前你抬不起头。这女孩要留在我的身边。
Elizabeth stays with me.
No, she doesn't.
Thank you for saving me and protecting me from these people.
Come on now. We need to
伊丽
get
莎白
going.
会变得勇敢一点吗？
William is waiting.
会吗？看起来并不是，那他就要，哎，嘿呀，他的父亲是一个富有的骑士，也是史蒂芬的拥护者。结婚时候，伊丽莎白只有14岁。温柔的姑娘，太惨了。战争结束了。指点他应该如何应对凄惨的命运。第18章，匪徒。这是我们家菲利普。
Dear Francis,
亲爱的
the letters I have written to you over the years surely could be bound into a book. One of our young novices once asked me why I write to you when you are dead. The young can be blunt,
信是寄托思念的呀。
but the thing is, I think
不
you
管
are
他
still
活不
alive.
活着，思念传达到了。
One day, I hope, I will find you, and then you will read these letters. And when you do, you will know that I was busy writing a book. Because of my book, I
因为
may
我
have
的
to
书，我
talk
要
to
去
Bishop
跟
Henry.
亨利主教谈一谈。
But that is not the only thing that keeps me awake
但今晚
tonight.
令我失眠的，并不只有这一件事。关于地下室的发现。
Behind a wall in our crypt,
有个秘密房
Jack
间。
discovered, we do not know, but it is likely that prior, that means he was the day of his, and Jack told me he saw a man in the church the night it burned down. Was that him? And if
所以
so,
詹姆斯还活着。
did he? The dust storm and the drought, thanks to our town wall, we've heard of places nearby being raided. We believe that we have enough food to life. Martha believes there will be rain soon. That the storm is only. I hope that. Jonathan worries about my book.
乔纳森很担心我的
The
书。
divine soul.
神圣的灵魂。
In Winchester, he heard that Bishop Henry was less than pleased by what I had written. I am not naive, and I wrote that hope. Henry sells hope. And if the church should ask me, but I feel, and how could I write any?
其实我们家菲利普才正应该当主教嘞，他比谁都有信仰。其实他虽然他现在自己觉得没有信仰，但是他真的比谁都有信仰。不愧是我养大的。
Well after midnight.
过了午夜应该就好了。
With you,
对你我可以说实话的。
About what truly troubles
这
me.
是真正让我心
Jack
忧的
told
事
me that he
情。
was responsible for the fire in Kingsbridge.
杰克说火
I
是
know
他
that
的
it was a
错，
long time. He told me.
不小心点着的。 弥勒斯。
The saint! We must save the saint! Fire!
那天的事情。
My God!
Don't go in there. What of us? The saint. We must save him. No, no, don't go.
啊。尽管听起来很可怕，内心暂时无法原谅杰克。因为他的坦白来得太晚，而且他还是我信任的人。这就是真相。你会原谅他的，因为你是我养大的，菲利普。一切都会好起来的。
I should get some air. The storm. I don't like to I know them by heart, but Jonathan.
Hey, yeah.
Later. I need time. Jack is.
杰克在工作还是有点生气啦。
A magnificent, but I would have been more than content with the old one.
过去那个如果没有怨念很深哦。
If James died in that fire, he was never, and that is.
那不是杰克的错。杰克真的是不小心的。
Hello，
看到人影了。杰克超常发挥了。
That came from the kitchen。
从厨房那边传来的。门开着，发生什么事情？后面这个人是谁
？Oh, it's you.
You startled me.
I thought was that you?
No, but I heard.
No.
那莲娜也回来了，所以是有个坏人在这边。
There's someone in the kitchen.
有人在厨房里面，在我后面。杰克，你找武器啊！他们有武器，他们有武器。
There's someone in.
有，里面有人。
Outlaws.
匪徒。
They are probably just after food.
他们可能只是为了食物来的。我要跟他们谈谈。
Please.
拜托了，听。哎呦，他有刀。
We don't mean you harm.
我们没有恶意。
Philip, be careful.
菲利普，小心。
Damn it. Philip, throw me a stone.
有。
But.
No.
No. 哦，还好还好，我按不到。
Please, listen. We don't mean you harm.
这次一定要救菲利普。
Philip, be careful. Damn it. Philip, throw me a stone.
石头有。有。
Jack, no. It's him.
是他。
Brother Marcus.
马库斯修士。
Brother Marcus.
之前被赶走的那一个。
He took Cuthbert's keys to steal food here from the kitchen.
拿了钥匙去偷食物。
Because of me, Remigius found.
因为我雷米吉尔斯发现了他，然后他就离开了，之后就没有见到他。他就之前偷东西的。
You didn't mean for this to happen.
No, but...
What about him?
Don't be afraid.
把刀放下。
Jack! Why did you do that, you animal? I will get the others.
No!
放下武器。
What?
He's just a
child.
他只是个孩子，这句话会杀了你的。
The child. Just like that. And I forgave him. For that was what he had been when he arrived in Kingsbridge.
嘿。
Just a child.
对啊，杰克来的时候他还只是个孩子，就跟现在杰克原谅这个孩子。
Who was I to judge this man for not confessing earlier what he had done? I had never told his wife, Aliena, that I was responsible for her fate.
对啊，
and for her father's.
菲利普自己也做错
Even
事
that
情。
night, when we all met, I didn't.
大家都做错事情，大家都在尝试挽回，这里没有人是
The
圣
walls
人。
of Kingsbridge weren't enough anymore. The outlaws had found a way.
嘿，
We
他们找
weren't
到了突
safe
破
in
口
our，
我们
homes.
家也不安全了。
So this is what it has come to. Kingsbridge is under attack.
Why didn't Uncle Richard chase them away? Why?
啊，这是我们家女儿，多可爱，
No,
长得像妈
no, do
妈。
not exaggerate. This is not a siege.
We only saw 2 of them, and 1 of them was a child.
But they almost killed you.
安抚大家。
They were just looking for food. They didn't mean any harm.
It's the drought. It destroyed all the crops. They must eat
干旱
something.
没有食物的。
Desperate or not, they're only the vanguard of a full-scale invasion.
你说的也没有
If we
错。
had a decent earl, the people wouldn't be starving.
It is all too easy to blame.
It is.
But
Can you forgive?
I already.
原谅他啦。
Hamley is the reason for this.
对，一切都是
He's
汉
to
姆雷。
blame. It's
Well, he won't be Earl for long. The treaty of...
What treaty? Winchester is in turmoil about this, right? Stephen and Maud have signed the treaty.
And by agreement, all lands are to be returned.
But Stephen will continue to rule.
The earldom will be ours again.
嘿，
It will
绝会
not.
Languid?
No one will enforce this until Stephen is dead.
What is to be?
汤米，让他们保持坚强。我们不能给食物，食物给的话，我们自己也不行。现在跟之前情况不一样，之前是只是冬天还有春天，现在是干旱。
That would take too long. Many more will.
Well, if they're hungry, I'll share.
We should, and we will. But there are too
真的
many to
太多
feed
人
them
需
all.
要
We
食
must
物了
do.，
要
Well,
做
I
点什么？
cannot. The treaty
也
of
不能等
Wallingford is in place.
那国王
I
老死
won't
真
wait
的。
for another 17 years. Not when I'm so close to.
You're right, but it wasn't William Hamley who came here.
Well, what do we do
我
about
们
it?
现在要怎么办呢？加固金斯布里奇。
Maybe there is nothing we can do but defend ourselves.
We're doing our best already.
Things will only get worse.
What about his mother? I've heard that Hamley still listens to her, that she still.
Yes, let's tell his mother.
If we spoke to
不行，
Regan,
他的母亲
we
更加
might
不可
not
理
need
喻
a。physical confrontation at all.
That'll never work. We have, even if that means fighting alongside the outlaws.
I don't like either choice, to be honest.
Neither do I. So,
艾莲娜觉得怎么样？我们去跟匪徒们谈谈。
I will talk to the outlaws. Maybe we can find someone who can
不
speak
能
on
跟
their
威廉
behalf.
谈，威廉这个人已经烂掉了，
And
烂
if
到
there's
根
no
了。
one, then we
从
will.
过去发生的事情来说，
All right with you.
不能原谅他。
You won't, Carb. Not with that leg.
Your mother is right. Besides, if we all turn up, they...
不想让艾莲娜受伤。但是我们这些来抢食物的人，他们也只是普通的人民，他们也只是没有钱，没有食物，都是领主的错。
Our
所以
hopes of meeting allies on the
是时候
road
敲
to
响反
Shiring
击的
were
钟声
fading
了。
with every mile. I'd heard that
当当当。 试着找门友。
We entered the village. There was a weary young man trying to repair a roof. That was until a few days ago.
人们什么都给不了他，他就盛怒之下杀了磨坊主。
Was met with empty coffers.
我们要能找谁就找谁。
As we reached Wiggly, we met a farmer
发现一个正在宰鸡的农民，他收走了所有的牛。
Claimed ownership of all their cattle. Some say they recognized the thieves, neighbors who had once lived among.
太惨了，这群人！在去下朗之前，我们要找到很多的人，很多人，要集结出部队。
Fields of Huntley spurred fond memories.
羊也饿死了。
Soon we reached Uncle Simon's
找到了西门姨父的小屋，
Our horses needed rest,
里面有一个人，
so we wanted to leave them there while we
他在吃面包，那应该是面包哪里来的？是屠夫给的。
No, I got it from the butcher. The people at Sally's quarry told me. Before we could ask more, the frightened man
他要跑掉了，我们要去
jumped
找
up
屠
and
夫，
fled into the.
找采市场屠夫。我们是时候要夺回属于我们的土地了，包括这地上的人民，给他们正义。
The abandoned quarry was teeming with activity. Many poor souls were gathering around a fire.
一定就是他们。远处观察一下。
The outlaws were using a moss-covered cave.
突然一个，你们是谁的声音？一个男孩怒火质问我们。我们是来谈判的，我们没有恶意。
Where can I find the butcher?
我能在哪里找到屠
Their
夫？
faces expressed anger and fear. I explained that we were looking for food. They told us that the butcher.
屠夫会送肉过来。我们要去打听。我们现在不能去下朗，下朗已经被支配了。又到了这里，现在还让我找东西就太不近人情了，直接给我走主线。
Thank you for.
Weather's fine.
打听屠夫的事情。
We're looking.
The butcher of monks.
Damn, I can't.
No need for. If you bring me an animal, I can.
Do people call you the butcher?
Why'd you ask?
Do you have a lot of outlaws?
You don't see it in their faces, dear. But we all have.
我们都被
I ask
辜负
because
了
we。feel the same way, and we're looking for a way.
Is that so?
We're looking to build an army.
对，我们要组建军队，攻打伯爵城堡。
Earl William.
Oh my! If it was that easy, the poor souls I meet.
领导他们。
We would lead them.
I'm a knight.
In their condition, most of them can bear.
We'd reward them if they.
You must know we are the rightful heirs to Earl.
So, you're just another pair of nobles.
It is the best chance we. This is a battle.
这是为了这边的人民发起的战争呐。
This rubbish.
We are offering you a chance to rid the land of.
The last time I saw you, you showed kindness toward. I am willing to listen to a good soul.
他不会盲目帮助我们。
You helped. That was
right. It's a trap.
Well, how can these people?
Yeah.
他们跟我们不是一个人，真的吗？就算没有他们，也会去打仗的。
If you don't help us, we will fight alone. Even with a new king, no one will come to Shiring to remove the Hamleys.
这个现在是要么你们不想加入就算。
We're hungry and sick.
I'm not going to help you. Who are you?
Yeah,
I'm with her.
父亲是一位公正的伯爵。
We are the children of Bath.
Our father once ruled with a firm but benevolent hand.
Well, better than now, but that's easy.
He did have guts, though. Trying to take on.
So you are.
我们是他的子女。
All we know, we learned from him.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if we work together,
汉姆雷
Hamlet
太
is.
过
You
强
ask
大
us to
了。
sacrifice our lives for your.
我 们有飞利浦的支
We
持。
already have Kingsbridge on our side, including the bright mind of Prior Philip.
Oh, Philip of King.
嘿，他是个圣人。
Yes, and I was one of them.
他收留了很多难民。
Anybody go into certain death?
Yeah.
She does.
飞利浦，他的名字算不太好。
You don't sound any better than the kings and nobles.
Yeah, get.
Wait.
Didn't you hear? How can you be so dense?
We've lost them, Richard. It's probably better we are on our own.
哎呀，
I
没有
will
争取
pray
到。
for you, child.
For us, there is.
哎呀，没有争取到，没有办法。嘿呀，这种莫名其妙，我们保证他们生命安全，这种最容易背叛。第19章。
Because I had failed to gain support from the people of my only hope now was a woman whose possible support was.
哎，这很烂的，这要怎么样才能获得啊？虽然觉得有点不太爽，这很莫名其妙。那全要我们保证他们安全，这是一场战争，这怎么可能保证他们安全？ 这就好像一群说啊，你要我去考试啊，那你要给我100分哦，你保证我再去考试什么的。哎呀，觉得城堡。
Get in line and stay in line. You'll all get your chance to pay your.
第17章。哈。
Jews the Lord, so no pushing.
Are you all right?
What are you? I'm all right just because Lord Hamley insists on women to.
Calm. They took. She never. Nothing will.
先储存一下。为什么不让我储存？ 完，这游戏又坏掉了。
Why does Lord Hamley need all that food? He's got more than enough.
跟他谈判，我不要跟他谈判。我要返回标题画面，不让我返回。
Shut up.
啊，不管。哒哒哒哒哒。 嘿呀！但这个事实也证明，这片土地上的人果然还是太没有用了。最后他们还是想要被奴役，那就没有办法了呀，对不对？
Why does Lord Hamley need all that food?
Calm yourself.
They
took. She never. Nothing.
看来这游戏还不能选章节哦。
Patience, patience.
Is Lady.
一个又小又干的
I'm just a
苹果。
shepherd's daughter. I have no business here.
Shut up.
Let me.
Ha.
He has more than a.
吊死太多人了吧！
I want to go.
好气哦！
You there?
迟早那小屋的人就会向后面全部被吊起来，而且他们也不想战争，他们失去了这唯一次机会。要是我们失败的话，要是我们失败的话，那他们以后他们就会被这样吊起来，而且他们失去了战争的机会，太可怜了，哎。
Say Lord Hamley might lose. Calm down. None of these.
I know those two.
他们曾经是父亲的士兵。
May I interrupt?
What is it?
How can you fight? My father was.
Hey.
Dear Lord.
认出来了。
You always sat in your neat little keep playing hostess to his while the poor. Well, at least William treats us as his equal.
父亲真的是个残忍的伯爵吗？父亲真的那么坏吗
Was my father really that bad?
Your mother could have.
He once told me that she was very unhappy.
And you never want.
我是来找
I'm here to
夫人
talk to
来说
Lady
话。
Regan Hamley.
She's in the key. But only Lord William and Walter. And they'll kill you if they find you.
So you won't help.
We've already helped.
父亲是位好伯
My
爵。
father.
Keep on. Many knights fighting for him were former outlaws who your father may have given us food.
Don't tell anyone.
We won't. If
他们说的话简直就是，还能说什么呢？他们以前都是些坏人，然后他的父亲给他们工作，给他们食物，就对他们不好了一点，然后他们就这样子。还是他们觉得以前的生活更好 ？Who knows?
Are you done yet?
Almost.
这只能说明一点，他的父亲对这群人太好了，他们想要更多。
You need to leave. Don't come any closer.
What's taking?
Wait a moment.
忘了拿猪肉。
We don't have much. You will look. So why did you?
我来一部分原因是因为
King
你。
Stephen has William's tyranny. There's all to talk to Regan Hamley.
What will?
你可以帮我打理生意。
My brother will become. At the same time,
I want to. I feel.
您带我去见他夫人吗？
Can you take?
I would. Hugh Axe is watching me. Only Walter. Why?
Walter?
Don't call him that. William won't
哈
allow
尔
me
特
to
很
talk.
坏哎。
Now, Lady Regan.
我们就去找瓦尔特。瓦尔特是好人吗？给什么吃什么，基本上不看。伊莲莎白说你会帮忙的。
Elizabeth claims you aren't such a bad person after all.
Am I not? Have you forgotten that I killed your family
哎，他
steward?
确实杀了我们家管家。
over there, Walter.
我会做一个比我父亲更好的统治者。
I would be a better ruler than my father. I know my father wasn't always a good and just person. He killed, just as William does. But I would fight to be better. I would listen to the needs of this land's people.
What are you saying?
有点良心吧。
Have a heart.
So, you think I'm a nice bloke? And you think this is enough to convince me that you'd be a better ruler than anyone who came before you? Don't make me laugh. Hugh!
What?
我会做的比他好。
I promise, once my family is back in charge, things will get better for everyone. Or do you really not care for all the starving people?
I don't believe you. But it's not up to me to judge these things. I'll take you to Lady Hamley. She'll decide.
他还是把我带过去了。
My lady.
Elizabeth.
伊丽莎白。
Yes, my lady. But first, I need you to wake. It's the Lady Aliena.
The lady? When did that bitch become?
表示同情。
I didn't know you were so ill.
No, don't you dare.
I'm certain you've heard about the treatment.
I have.
It is a complicated and one that makes
only by.
口说无凭，他果然还是跟他之前一样。
Not even the.
唤醒他的良知。
Don't you see what your son is doing to the land? Soon there won't be an earldom left to.
That's a lie. My William is a better. To think that I once were not a day ago, and that he sent that monk to Bishop Waleran to unveil your father's.
What monk?
That prior of Kingsbridge, Philip of Gwynedd.
What?
现在阿莲娜知道这一切了。
Oh, don't you see?
如果你不听我的，事情会变得更糟糕。
People are starving because of your son. They will rise up and come for you. They're already attacking Kingsbridge. It's only a matter of time till they come here.
My lady, the Lady Aliena came here to make things better.
She has only ever made things worse. She mocked my son for wanting to marry her.
She had every right to deny him.
哦，伊丽莎白也站出来了。
How can you say that? He is your husband. He's good to you.
If it wasn't for Walter, I'm sure William would have killed me already.
他们来了。他们来了。
What's that bitch doing here?
She's trying to bargain.
She's trying to take everything.
Is she?
Oh.
Is she now?
Oh.
Leave it.
Shut up, old man.
干得漂亮。
Shut that whore up, Walter.
No. You brought this on yourself.
干得漂亮。
You bloody traitor.
他还活着。
Someone get up here. Men. You will pay. You will all pay for this.
沃尔特果然还是有良知的，但他以前做的事情还是不被原谅。哦，他看到了什么？他看到了魔鬼，他看到了地狱。这是他的归宿啊！他做了太多坏事了。我都没有办法原谅他呢。啊，他没了。他死了吗？
He is.
那肯定是凉透了。
Hamley is dead. Now we.
我们先去告诉他们的手下。
Drop your weapons immediately.
马上交出你们的武器。
Behold the banner of the new Earl of Shiring.
哦，我们的鹰终于飞上天空了。
Everyone, listen.
所有人听着。
Lord Hamley is dead.
他们已经死
The
了。
castle now belongs to the former Earl's family again.
What? You're shitting us.
It was the king.
嘿，国王的意
Who
思。
killed him?
He died because he refused to hand over
是我
Earl's
杀了他。
castle peacefully.
He died by my hand. My name is Lady Aliena of Shiring. I'm the daughter of Bartholomew,
在
the
中世
former
纪，
Earl
与
of
其
these
说他们自
lands.
杀的，还不如说这种。
I've been tasked to end the tyranny of William Hamley and restore order to Shiring.
Our occupation of Shiring has been made unlawful. Every attack on us is sanctioned by the King of the English.
Hey.
So what will happen to us then? I shall tell the king that William Hamley forced you to do his bidding. That every atrocity done to the people of Shiring was his doing and his alone.
你们要帮助。
You will get your chance for redemption by helping the people of Shiring recover from your own cruelty.
Hey.
And by rebuilding their homes and tending to their fields.
Ali, I know that you're a much better leader than I. Without you, we would never have come this far. You never hesitated with swearing and fulfilling the oath to father. In the end, I will be the Earl in name only, but you shall be the true ruler
我们
of
在艾
Shiring.
莉安娜成为了真正的统治者，我们应该一起统治。
Don't say that. We'll do it together.
理查也
Let's
长大
discuss
了，
this later. I owe you a lot, Ali.
理查也真的长大了，太棒了。
The tyranny of William Hamley is over. The earldom of Shiring belongs to its rightful heir.
哦，他恢复了，正式任命为伯爵，太棒
Send a
了！
messenger to Kingsbridge to let Prior Philip know that Shiring is finally free.
What is it?
You can send a messenger if you want, but there won't be much of a prior left when he arrives.
院长找不到了，这群人果然还是想给他们一点事情。伊丽莎白没有离开，她会陪到我最后，命令她的手下重建夏朗，跟理查并肩统治夏朗。
The Pope believes we should either burn him or make him Bishop of Kingsbridge.
I have already taken.
又是这两个主教，他们绑架了菲利普，
My
是不
men
是？
arrested him while Kingsbridge was left unguarded.
果然是，他们绑架了菲
While
利
his
普。
friends took Earl.
Yeah.
At least in his death, will.
这群家伙绑架了菲利普，太过分了，不可饶恕，结局了。夏朗审判日。
Look at all these people. Seems like they're enjoying.
They never change. You drooling.
Shut up, you old hag.
Ellen?
I'm not.
I'll stay with you. Quick, you can't.
Is your mother?
It's not that.
这么哦，
This is.
对，他父亲就在这里死掉的。我们要唤起这边的人民，唤起他们的良知。
The trial begins.
审判开始。
Brother of Stephen, King of the English, the Right Reverend Bishop Henry of Winchester, Her Highness, the Countess Lady Aliena of Shiring,
夏朗的女伯爵艾莲娜小姐。
presiding over the trial, the Right Reverend Bishop of Shiring and Kingsbridge, Wailerun Bygod.
艾莲娜一定会做出正确的事情，这边人们也会做出正确的事情。
Please.
我相信。
The church is not without fault. We have gathered here today
我怎
to
么这么不想
accuse one of
不想听他
our
说话？
own.
真是的。
He wrote in his book that the church and the papacy are not, that God is in man,
他说的并没有
that
错。
all men are equal, and that each sinner is as close to our Lord as the Pope himself. Now, for his is the kingdom.
这群烂到不能再烂的人。
And not yours. You stand accused of heresy. Philip of Gwynedd, how do you plead? Answer.
没有罪。
Respond to Bishop Waleran.
I am not guilty.
他没有罪，他说的是对的。
Your teaching guilty, I
am deeply. It may come as a surprise to you, but we had hoped to make you Bishop of Kingsbridge. Why has it come?
In part, I am to blame. I demand that.
No!
And that he remain in captivity until such time that shiring and.
No!
What?
Hey.
Yes?
You are accusing Philip because he has defied you.
I made him prior and grateful. But no, I intend call in Remy.
The prior of Shire, Father Remy.
这个烂人出来了。
My bishop.
Tell the court.
For many years, I served first for Prior James.
What was your first?
I was offended by his bluntness.
What else?
Prior Philip did not hesitate to give refuge to the people fleeing Earl's Castle in the winter that our king died.
Is that not a good deed? A true...
You do not know him today.
The future master builder of our cathedral and his woman were among those taking refuge. They were living in sin. They were unmarried and fornicating. Philip allowed them.
Why would he do that?
I do not know.
Maybe because he himself.
Then, on the day of our first...
I heard.
I tried to soothe the woman's pain. The builder's woman I have spoken of tried to put a spell on her with poisonous herbs.
我原来还以为他有救，结果他这个人烂也烂到根了。
Yes. He pushed me aside and gave the woman poison.
It is worse than I
It was no poison.
And then there was the day the Virgin Mary's statue arrived in Kingsbridge. I did not...
Clearly, it is a miracle.
Hey, 它就是奇迹。
Well, I soon realized it was a true miracle, but Philip did not.
这个雷米基尔是满口谎言，烂
He
到
was
根
only
了。
after the money people donated at the Virgin's shrine. That is why I left.
He had to. Amen. I believe there is one more thing. You have something.
Yes. Philip has fathered a...
Huh?
A son, and he...
他说的是那谁哦？那叫什么来着
Jonathan of Kingsbridge.
This is preposterous.
Is it?
Is this true? Answer the question, Jonathan of Kingsbridge.
对我而言，菲利普就像个父
Philip
亲。
has always been like a father to me. But he is not my father.
How do you know that?
He told me.
And how do you know he spoke the truth?
Speak.
菲利普不会说谎。
Philip would never lie. He told me that I was found in the woods.
In the woods? Is this true, Philip? Or are you lying? Well,
他是我的兄弟，在森林里找到的。
My brother found him.
Your brother? Had he not been worth? You have not seen him. Let us ask.
他的姐姐还活着哦。
Francis, what? This is not. He does this to. My God,
Francis, he was arrested more.
他们这么伤害法兰西斯，他们太过分了。
He was arrested.
Remove the.
我现在越来越对他们讨厌了。
Philip told me, and I told. For God and the Church, only one brother has been tried so far. And his ally. Philip took in all those as he was for yours.
Hey.
That, Lady Aliena.
原谅菲利普。
I know that he is a troubled man. We've all had to make hard decisions, decisions that seemed right at the time, when indeed they were terrible mistakes. I am thankful that I was forgiven when I made a mistake.
很多人都做了错事
Now
在这
I
里。
forgive him. Let us now return to... There is a man who witnessed, a man who can shed light.
And who is...
My husband.
Hey.
Step forward.
Jack.
What is your name?
He is the master builder of Kingsbridge.
Jack Jackson.
Have you lost your courage?
No, I have not. You know well why it would be hard for me to face you. They call me Jack, after my father. My name is Jack Jackson.
Yes.
How old were you when you...
12.
And what were you...
I was living in the forest.
They were outlaws.
他们不是。
Prior Remigius is the most trustworthy witness we've seen to the distant memories of an...
He fathered a child!
Let him go!
He would never do that!
And yet, Lady Aliena, we do not know enough to judge him.
You are right. As I said, Philip of Gwynedd has... We ask, as Bishop of Kingsbridge...
This is mad!
Philip of Gwynedd will... If he is not...
No!
艾伦出现了。
Waileran, by God! Not this time.
It's her.
I saw the child and Francis. I was there.
Hey.
Philip is not the child's father. He is a fool.
Then who...
Tom Builder.
嘿呀，真相暴露了。
They are all in this together. This woman is a witch.
你们还都在，你们还是一伙的呢。
Living in sin with a thief. He was hanged in Shiring 30 years ago.
He was not a thief.
嘿呀，
He was a good man.
真的。
You've murdered him, Waileran, by God.
What is this nonsense?
He was a thief.
What chalice?
The chalice of the Eucharist. He stole it.
Sacrilege.
Yes, Prior James.
"出世圣杯，证据在我们手上啊！
Is that the chalice? You said it was melted down and sold.
Fall not for their... That could be any chalice.
Where did you find...
In a secret chamber.
嘿，在密室里面。
We believe Prior James hid it because he felt guilty for falsely accusing Jack's father.
嘿呀！
What proof do you have?
He told me. The night the cathedral burned down, I was there, I saw him.
嘿呀！
Prior James died weeks before that.
No, he did not.
Bishop Henry, he speaks the truth.
Order! I will give you until sunset to produce a witness who can prove your accusations against Bishop Waileran. Not just this chalice. If you fail to do this, Philip of Gwynedd, you will... The trial...
这群家伙果然是一伙的。
We need a witness.
What are you doing there?
I've seen you draw up plans. Maybe we can do something similar. Let's see.
Huh.
He looks just like...
My grandmother said he did.
Hey.
And Bishop Waleran. What are the connections?
Good idea.
Bishop Waleran is at the center of all this.
这个人是最坏的人。
Jack's father. If he was...
Maybe he still can. Mother says Waleran was behind my father's death.
父亲的死是
And she
他策
said he
划
wasn't
的。
alone. There were 3 men. Bishop
有3个
Waleran.
人，一个是这个
Percy
主
Hamley
角，还有个是
Back then, he was the sheriff of
还是那
Shire.
个叫什么死掉的
And
自然
Prior
官，
James of Kingsbridge.
还有以前的詹姆斯院长。
If they were all there, then they were all witnesses.
And only Waleran's still alive.
只有沃尔伦还
Hardly a
活着，
coincidence.
所以沃尔伦把其他人都杀掉
Why
了。
would these 3 men...
He was on the white ship. No one survived that night. No one lived to tell the...
Yes.
他是唯一的幸存
He was
者
the。sole
那假
survivor.
设说那个灾难
And
是
then they
人为
killed
的，
him. And what about the ship? Why would Waleran, Percy, and James be concerned about the white ship?
船上有
The
国
son
王
and heir of King
国王
Henry was
的
on
儿
board.
子继
So
承
were
人。
other possible heirs and other... I heard that Stephen was supposed to be on the ship as well, but... He was the only male heir. The only threats were the king's daughter Maud and her half-brother Earl Robert. And they've been at war ever since.
Hey.
And your father, Earl Bartholomew. He was a threat. He tried to stop Stephen and paid for that with his life. Maybe my father saw something on the white ship. Proof that Stephen was involved.
真的没有错。
Percy Hamley was poisoned.
One less witness in your...
And Waleran probably wanted William to become Earl. He was easier to control than his father.
真的。
What about Regan Hamley? She survived.
She was taken to her townhouse in Winchester. And in her condition...
So...
Waleran was not yet bishop when the hanging took place. Philip told me.
But James still had to do what Waleran told him to?
I think that's very likely. Now, William Ham...
James was the prior of Kingsbridge.
That's where they say your father...
But we know...
As we found it,
所以他们
Philip
在冤枉。
recognized the...
But Bishop Henry won...
But it's an important lead.
还有圣杯。
I think we're getting...
Do you think Stephen...
Because of the white ship?
I don't think... I think it's more... Just like he did when he wanted Percy to arrest my... Stephen always claimed that it had been... that he remained as the only man...
That wasn't God. I bet Stephen had a hand in the sinking of the
Stephen
ship.
是主谋之一。
Someone...
幸存者可能知道事情的真相。
My father, he was the only one who...
Philip said that pride, so perhaps Waleran forced him to false... That might explain why James
就
was
是
guilty.
强行要詹姆斯院长
The monks
冤
still
枉
tell
他
the
父亲。
stories about how...
Percy did not...
James... But instead, James himself...
We found his scourge in a bed down there.
找到一条鞭子跟一张床。
That secret chamber.
Do you think
No, if he had known that...
I'm sure, but I...
Well, the monks would have noticed if...
So, someone else hid James and the chalice? Someone who knew his
其
way
他人
around the priory?
把詹姆斯跟圣杯
And
藏
who
起来
could
了。
walk around the...
That you found the chalice in King... But it doesn't prove...
Everyone thought prior, and now we know he was here.
Why
他
did
藏
his
起来
monks
了
believe he was
为什么
dead?
他们相信
Prior
他死掉
Remigius
了？
told everyone here... So
他们在
everyone
旁边
thought the
找到了
body had
念
been
珠。
washed away. They...
他们埋了一具
But
看
how's
棺材。
Remigius involved?
Philip told me that Remigius was there when Waleran made Philip prior. Waleran and Remigius knew each.
That explains why Waleran later made Remigius prior of Shiring.
Huh.
And Remigius recognized my mother when we arrived in Kingsbridge. He must have been there at, I think,
Is it possible that Waleran told Remigius to make Prior James disappear when James began to talk about what they'd done?
When James started talking to the devil.
Wow.
But for some reason, Remigius hid him away. But Waleran never knew. Yes, that explains why he really didn't believe you. When you said you had seen James in the fire.
Where James died after all. And Remigius thought no one knew.
We have to find Remigius.
Let's hurry. The trial will continue soon.
People know you two.
He's right.
I'll go look for him.
All right. Take care of yourself.
Jonathan, 加油.
Jonathan.
Yes?
We will talk later about...
All right.
一定要成功啊
Remigius. Now where are you?
雷米基尔是在哪里
No one may approach.
Why not?
Bishop Henry's.
Oh. Everyone let.
What is it?
Remigius.
We have not. And now step. We must be done.
这群家伙平时做好事的时候没有看到他们，现在弄个火刑架这么积极。
No one's here.
下场大教堂前面聚集了很多人。
Have you seen Father Remigius? The prior.
He was here.
Where's he now?
What do you want? Yeah, what?
Oh, he was.
他刚刚在这边。
Hello?
Do you want to go in, Father?
No, not.
Are you not?
Yes.
I pray they'll set him.
He's a good man.
He is a.
You're fools! Look at yourselves! Who are you to judge a man who has never hurt anyone?
Forgive them, Father.
We don't judge him, but.
Oh, 看到他了。
Remigius? I don't think he's here.
哦，他在后面。
Wait.
他在后面。
I think I saw him.
他去圣乔治了。
Hello?
有人吗
The door's open. Is anyone there?
Timothy.
By God! No!
Our bishop is very.
Timothy 是主教的手下。
Displeased.
No! What are you doing?
你们在做什么？
I'm doing what is asked of me.
这个 Timothy 这个变态真的是。嘿，加油，乔纳森！你是他们的孩子，你可以的。
Stay away! This does not concern you. No!
Who told you to do this?
乔纳森，加油！
No one. I
哦，救下他了。
Why did he do this to you?
这个人死了罪有应得，不做任何解释。
I will tell
他会告诉所有人的。OK。
Do you have a witness?
Father Remigius, prior of Shiring.
Where is Timothy?
那人死掉
What
了
they。told you is true. Bishop Waleran wanted the jongleur Jacques Cherbourg dead. He ordered our prior James to frame him. And so he did.
This is a lie!
Is it?
James lost his mind because of what he did for you.
因为他听了命令，詹姆斯失势疯掉了。
He was about to tell everyone the
他想要
truth.
把事实告诉大家。
And then you ordered me to kill him.
哇哦！他让雷米基尔是要杀掉詹姆斯。
I couldn't do it. I hit him, but he died in the fire. Jack saw him. It was him. I found the bones after the fire, and I buried them.
You should put an end to this, Henry. You really should.
Why would I?
You should stop this, for your own sake. You knew about all this.
Why would I care if that jongleur lived or died?
Your brother cared. The jongleur survived the sinking of the white
就因为他的父亲是白船事故的幸存
He
者。
saw how your brother's men killed the king's family, so that he could take the throne.
国王，
This is preposterous.
国王杀了家人，所以才能当国王。哇哦！
King Stephen ordered us to kill the man.
果然最后还是主教跟国王烂透了。
You want the truth? That's the truth.
哇哦！
Right there.
It is not.
这个是
Waleran is a
这汉姆
liar.
雷夫人。
Regan Hamley.
Who is she?
"然后嘞，
I have waited long
他
enough
等
for
这
this
天等很
day.
久了。
It is time I raise my voice.
是到他发言
The
了。
woman, Ellen,
艾伦，
she spoke the truth.
艾伦说的是真
Three
的。
men were responsible
三
for
个
the
人
death of the jongleur.
3个人害死杰克的父亲
the
詹姆
prior of
斯，
Kingsbridge, the sheriff, my
她的
husband,
丈夫。
Percy Hamley. But it was Waleran who was behind
沃尔
it.
伦是幕后黑手，
Only
只有他一
Waleran.
个人。
No!
He had heard rumors about the white ship.
他听到了白船的传言，
He had hoped
他
to
想要讨
win
国王
the
欢心
king's，favor
太过分了，
by hanging an innocent man.
要杀死一个无辜的人。
But it was not just me. They all knew.
Take him away.
这个坏人太坏了。
This is for taking my husband's life.
It was
对啊，沃尔伦杀死了就是汉姆雷。
Oh, we did it. It's over.
Yes.
一切结束了吗？
Thank you, Lady Ham.
This monk must learn his.
The Pope would agree. This trial is. Philip pleaded not
菲利
guilty.
普说他是无罪的。
The ordeal of fire will take place.
我还要进行。
To show that the church is. To show that my brother, the king. Not we, but God.
This is madness.
No.
Philip!
不能让他们这么做啊！
And forgive us our debts, as we have forgiven our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
No!
好，
You cannot do this!
This is now a matter of the church, Lady
你先
Aliena.
证明你上帝会拯救你，你先来一个火刑。
My brother, the king, and I accepted the
没有人敢这么说过，我跟你说。要是这个时候有个人这么说，肯定就周围一群人说啊，你先死啊，对啊，就没有人这么想到过。为什么主教就可以不通过这个事情，对不对？既然你受到上帝的救赎，那你先上去嘛，对不对？既然证明菲利普是无辜的，那既然大家都是无辜的，主教你先上嘛。你要是成功了，我们就相信你，好不好？下雨了，要下雨了，夜观天象，要下雨了。 沃尔伦主教受到应有的惩罚，没有承认自己是异教徒。法兰西斯还活着，他被逮捕了，成功恢复了杰克父亲的名誉。是菲利普造成的败落，但是他原谅了他。乔纳森知道自己的生父是谁了。菲利普被处以了火刑。第21章，最后一章，尾声。回到金斯布里奇。为什么走这么慢？这是谁啊？现在好像下雨了，然后环境又恢复了，然后，现在是春天。这是谁啊？该不会是乔纳森吧？菲利普，叫到了，我脚好痛哦。菲利普，这教堂也建成了。院长，现在院长是乔纳森了吗？
Ah, Philip.
乔纳森，菲利普。
So good to see you, Jonathan.
Tell me, how are things at St. John in the Forest?
Francis is well.
好兰西斯也被救出来了。
Yes. You look worried, Jonathan.
Well, you have a visitor. He just arrived.
菲利普还活着，太棒了。
Who is it?
That is, I wasn't sure.
要见谁啊？雷米吉尔斯。雷米吉尔斯也活着。
It has been a long.
好久不见啦！
啊，
哦，他是沃尔伦，他不是雷米吉尔斯。
It has.
确实很久。
I had to know
我必须知
what
道
the truth is.
我从来没有见过上帝，也没有见过恶魔。
Have you?
你见过吗？见过哦，我们家菲利普见过。
Deliver us from evil.
祷告，上帝，我们一定能做什么？他们疯了。你们瞎了吗？下雨了。夜观天想知道今天要下雨了。
After Wayland's words, there is doubt in their hearts about my motives, about my brothers. No words can erase that doubt, but God can. Our Lord is a cleansing fire.
He's still alive.
他还活着。
It's a miracle. He is among us. God is here.
上帝降临了，火灭了。
How is this possible?
It's all a matter of perspective.
是视角问题。
We have to stop this.
No, Jack. Come.
火灭了。
My God.
No, but that's what they see. That's what they believe.
原来如此，他根本他没有烧起来，他站在火上。
It's dousing the flames.
有火，还有水。
It's a trick.
是个把戏。
To them, it's a miracle.
但是对于这些人来说是奇迹。
The justice of our church. I believe Philip understands that now. His book will be destroyed. If you or your friends ever mention the white ship again, I promise you will take Prior Philip's place.
所以他们是被知道了这一切，他们就想要卖一点人情给他们。
If faith in you and your church is restored, I say it was worth sparing that monk's life.
嘿呀！
Promise me that Wayland will suffer.
沃尔人会得到报应的。1975年，20年后
Philip?
菲利普。
Yes.
什么事？
Did you see God?
你见到上帝了吗？
Did he save you that night?
那晚救了你？不需要回答。
I told him. He only smiled.
我回答他，他只是对我笑了笑。在我有生之年，我没有见过他，所以我还是点了。我刚刚点的是中间一个，我也不知道他点的是左边还是右边。然后他选的是告诉了他。
Philip is back.
菲利普回来了。大家都长大了。
Did you walk all the way again?
Just part of it.
Old fool.
Ellen stayed in Kingsbridge.
艾伦留在了金斯布里
I
奇。
thought I had lost God, that he did not watch over us. But now I see him every day. He is in the good we do.
它存在于我们做的好事之中，存在于我们表达的爱意里。
Jack's hands had become rough.
杰克手变粗糙了，还生出了白发。
But his eyes
但他的双眼仍然炯炯有神，像发光的炭火。
It's good to see you.
Aliena's gaze could be as stern
艾莲娜
as her
目光
father's.
就像她父亲当年一样严厉，但她的人民并未恐惧而臣服于他，而是因为她的善良和智慧，是因为对她的尊重和忠诚。
Jonathan told us you had a visitor.
Just an old friend.
What do you think of this window?
Jonathan came to look more
唐纳森跟他的父亲
like
汤姆
his
长得越来越
father
像
Tom.
了。
As prior of
作为金斯
Kingsbridge,
布里奇的
he is
院长，
also
他
a
也是个不错的
builder
建
of
筑师。
sorts.
I use mostly warm colours. What good are the large windows if it feels cold?
Sally is as stubborn and as gifted
萨
as
莉
her
跟她的
parents.
父母一样
It
倔
is
强
her
而且有
stained
天
glass
赋。
windows the light is
光线是从
falling
她的
through.
彩色玻璃中透
She
过来
has
的。
children of her
她现在
own
都有自己的
now.
孩子的。萨莉就是杰克跟艾莲娜的孩子，就是第二个女儿。
Tommy will be the next
汤米会
master
成为下一任
builder
总
and
建
is
筑
as
师，
silent as
跟
his
他的爷爷一
grandfather
样不爱
was.
说话。
Once I heard him admonish his
听说他有
father
一
to
次
be
还
more
告诫他父
serious
亲
at
要认
work.
真的工作。
Jack only smiled.
杰克只是
He
笑
knew
了笑，
Tommy
他知道
was
汤米
right.
是对的。
Martha stayed in Kingsbridge as
玛
well.
莎待在金斯布里
She
奇，
was always
她总是
there
默默的守候
for
着，
every
守候着
one
我们
of
每
us.
个人。
Is the judge done now?
I don't know. Why don't you ask him yourself?
Is the judge done now?
It'll never
这
be
应
done.
该是他们的孙子
Not
吧
in my？
应该
lifetime.
是女儿的孩子。
Not in yours.
Remember us for what we
记
did,
住我们的事迹，
for who we were,
记住我们是谁，
and maybe for what we
或者
tried
记住
to
我们
be.
想要成为谁。
And when you turn your eyes to our
等你把目光转向我们大教堂的时候，
maybe
或许
you will see
你能看到你自己。
yourself.
你回答了沃尔特关于上帝的问题，你已经完成《圣殿春秋》的剧情。这故事就这么结束了，很棒的一个故事。从一开始完全不知道发生了什么，慢慢的了解他们每个人自己的故事，他们都做错了事情，都在努力挽救。他们从失去希望到抱有一丝的希望，在不断的努力，最后成功夺回了他们的幸福。一切都在往好的转。虽然大家可能不太喜欢这个故事，但这个故事很棒，是我见过的为数不多超棒的故事，不愧是前100的小说。这个故事结局出来了 ，The End。 真相被暴露了。嘿，誓言怎么说嘞？这个故事很棒，大家看完都应该有各自的感受。如果有看的话，也不多做赘述，相信大家肯定有很多想说的。这个故事真的很棒。嘿，要是喜欢，真的可以去读一下。那明天的同一时间会玩其他的游戏，要是有兴趣可以来看一下。我们就在此跟这个故事说拜拜了，但它会陪伴我们很长一段时间。它里面有很多值得我们学习的东西，不放弃、信念、爱之类的。那时间也不早了，各位拜拜，我们明天见咯，加油！